Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's Carthage College Redmond football this afternoon as the Redmond open up the home portion of their schedule, taking on the Olivet Comets out of Olivet, Michigan. Good afternoon, everyone. John Weiser with you from the press box at Keller Field on a sun-splashed Saturday afternoon in early September. It feels like autumn. Temperatures in the high 50s, low 60s. We got a gusty northwest wind out here going to play a part in our ball game here today. Redmond off to an 0-1 start. Olivet off to a 1-0 start here this afternoon. This is only the second meeting between these two schools. Have to go all the way back to 1980 when these two schools last met. A victory here at Art Keller Field when the legendary Art Keller was coaching Carthage College football at the time. And the Redmond coming off that 35-6 defeat at the hands of St. Norbert last week in De Pere. A turnover-marred ball game for the Redmond as they coughed it up 6 times in that contest, including throwing 4 interceptions. 3 of those turnovers occurring in the red zone. So the Redmond have some cleanup work to do here. And the coaching staff this week emphasizing tackling, emphasizing protecting the football, and talking with the coaches this morning, all of them in unison pretty much said this will be the big step forward from week 1 to week 2 that everyone talks about on the coaching ranks. Really, the Redmond did some good things last week. They had more plays than St. Norbert, ran 77 offensive plays. They outgained St. Norbert last week. They rushed for 140 yards. They threw for 200 some yards last week, but it was the turnovers that really took them out of the ball game. Some interesting stories developing. Redmond got a running game going last week. Tristan Peterson gained 66 yards on 11 carries, a 6-yard average, scored the only touchdown in the second half for that ball game, but it was nice to see the Redmond rip off some big gains. He had a long gain of 17 in that game. London Townsend seeing his first action in a Redmond uniform, 6 carries for 51 yards, an 8.5-yard per carry average. He ripped off a 20-yarder also in that ball game. So Redmond offensive line getting it done, trying to get that running game established. And in the receiving area, too, James Cobbs had an outstanding ball game. 7 catches, 82 yards, nearly 12 yards per catch, had a long of 21. Townsend out of the backfield caught 3 passes, and it was Lemons and Hines and even Lafayette McGarry all getting involved in that offense last week. So take away the turnovers and take away the big plays on defense. Really the backbreaker, I thought, the 2 of them in that ball game that really took the spirit out of the Redmond fight. The 66-yard touchdown run by Elijah Fort and then the 84-yard touchdown return of the interception, I think, broke the spirit of the Redmond last week. But this is a new week and a different opponent, and a very tough opponent this week in the Olivet College Comets. They're out of Olivet, Michigan, South Central Michigan way, and this is a very, very good team. They have 5 all-conference players back from a year ago from the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association, including their outstanding wide receiver Kyle Bryson, and they also bring back their starting running back Demoria Lilly. And they have an outstanding quarterback as well in Braden Black. He's a 4-year starter. Black coming into this ball game has just about every record in the record book for the Comets. Coming into this game, he is the career leader in completions, attempts, yards, touchdowns, and total offensive yards with this year ahead of him yet. So he's going to rewrite all of Olivet College's record book. And this is a team that's coming off a home victory over Earlham. They beat the Quakers last week in Olivet by a pretty big margin. They put up 70 points in that victory over the Quakers. So this is a very potent, very senior-laden team. And I was talking with Mike Jigger this morning at breakfast, and he says, this is the year they had been building for over there at Olivet. All of this senior class stepping up. And other returning starters include the kicking game and Gunnar Aper and senior Jason Barbosa. And we mentioned Braden Black. They also have some starters back on defense that will play a part in this game, including senior defensive back Curtis French and Trevor Garbo. So these are some of the players we will keep an eye on here today. Olivet will run 3 receivers, single back, a lot of read option for Braden Black, and he has got a quick release. Watching some of the tape of that game earlier, and I'll tell you what, he gets rid of that ball in a hurry. He's going to be tough to bring down today for the Carthage defense. And for the Redmond offensively today, they need to get that running game established, get the ground game going. They need to protect the football. We're going to see a quarterback by committee again today. Mike Jigger did not hint as to who he might start. We'll hear his in-the-tunnel interview coming up in just a minute. But Nick Anselmo, Bobby Suchecki, Anselmo, who was the starter last year, started last week, got pulled in the second quarter for Suchecki, who played it all the way into the fourth quarter. We also saw Ethan Ollis last week as well. But we will see Anselmo and Suchecki in and out today throughout this ball game. So we'll see how that quarterback situation develops. If the running game can continue to go behind the fine offensive line anchored by Jacob Alton and Kevin Blanc, I think this will bode well for the Redmond here today. So it'll be Carthage and Olivet this afternoon from Art Keller Field in Kenosha. If you're out and about, come on out. Beautiful afternoon to catch a football game here on the beautiful campus of Carthage College. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, our In the Tunnel feature with head coach Mike Jigger as our pregame show continues from Kenosha on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP. Welcome back to Keller Field, everyone. Time now for our In the Tunnel segment with head coach Mike Jigger as the Redmond get set to take on the Comets from Olivet College out of Olivet, Michigan. And so we begin our conversation here today talking about last week's effort against St. Norbert. Boy, the turnovers and mistakes took away what was a pretty darn good offensive performance by your squad last week, almost 400 yards on offense.
Yeah, offensively we moved the ball pretty easily up and down the field, but anytime you have 5 turnovers on offense, you're not going to give yourself a chance to be successful, so we've got to get that fixed. We've obviously emphasized that this week and making sound decisions with the ball. And then also on the defensive side of the ball, giving up too many big plays. Doesn't give yourself a chance to be successful.
Yeah, the big plays really hurt, particularly late in the middle part of that ball game when it was still in doubt, and then the 66-yard run really, I thought, took some starch out of your team.
Yeah, it did. And usually big plays occur against your defense when you have missed tackles or missed assignments. And in those situations, we had a couple of missed tackles on 2 of those plays and a missed assignment on 1 of those plays. And when that happens, you're not going to have success.
Running game got going, though. That was the impressive part, I thought. I've been telling people all week, I'm very impressed with the way the offensive line was run blocking, 140 yards, almost 4.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, and they did a really, really nice job. We've obviously tried to emphasize the run. It's obviously important if you want to be a successful program, and did a real nice job. And, with the exception of a fumble on a long run, we did a nice job on the ground.
That helps set up the passing game, and for the most part, finding Cobbs was the goal. You found him for 7 catches. Could have had a couple more. He would tell you he dropped a couple that he should have had, but I thought really what really hurt were the picks thrown, and particularly 2 in the red zone. That really, really, really hurt.
Oh yeah, anytime you can drive into the red zone, you got to come away with points. We did it 4 times and came away with points 1 time. That's not acceptable, and that's not going to carry over to get a victory.
And we did see all 3 quarterbacks have a good share of the ball game, pretty much a third for each of them. What amounted to what's the plan going into the game against Olivet?
Well, I think we'll play Bobby and Nick and emphasize those 2 guys today and see how they do. Like I said, they've had a good week all week. I expect better play on that position today.
Mm-hmm. And Zelmo had been the starter, so are we making some changes there?
Yeah, they're both going to play. It's really not a huge deal who goes out there first. They'll both play today.
Running back solid. Tristan Peterson had a solid game. I thought London Townsend, here's a guy I think is a feel-good story. He has stuck with the program, done the work, done the things he needed to do to get himself on the field this year, and rewarded with a good performance.
Yeah, we had good runs from Tristan, we had good runs from London, and we had good runs from Lafayette McGarry, a freshman. So we had three guys that all did very, very well, and Sam Colorado did a nice job on a couple runs and in return games. So we got pretty good production out of the tailback position last week.
Defensively, despite a couple of those big plays, I thought some strong performances from a couple of people. I thought, again, the linebacking core was solid. Fairchild, I think, had, 9 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for a loss. And Pete Laughlin, I thought, played particularly well with 6 tackles up front.
Yeah, we had some guys that played all right. Again, though, defense is a fickle thing. You can play really, really well for 45 plays, and then if you have one bad play and give up a big play, then you didn't play well all day Saturday. So, but no, we had some good efforts, and we'll continue to improve on that side.
The move to Mater to safety, we pleased to how that's come about now. It gave Pauza a chance to make some tackles out there at the corner.
Yeah, Joey Pauza had a great game. Played really, really well. Did a nice job in coverage and did a nice job in run support. And Richard Mater played pretty darn well for his first game at safety, and I think he's only going to continue to get better and can eventually become an impact player at that position.
Well, let's talk about your opponent, Olivet. Boy, what a game they had to open up the season. 74-13 over Earlham. They rolled up 500 yards of offense. Watching a little bit of video on them, I thought they're very quick plays, quick strikes. I think they had 4 drives that had 4 plays or less to get touchdowns.
Yeah, they're very good. Offensively, they've got 5 seniors up front on the offensive line, so anytime you have that, you're going to have a chance to be successful in offense. They've got a quarterback who started for 3.5 years, who's their record holder in almost every area. A nice combination of running backs and a great receiver. So offensively, they're very, very good, and defensively, they're going to be very, very aggressive. You'll see a lot of guys down low, down towards the line of scrimmage, so we've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I don't know if you call it spread option type offense is what it looked like. A little swipe, a little read, a little bit of this. They run 3 receivers. They run a slot receiver, but they like to run with that single back.
Yeah, they're a spread team that is more of a running emphasis team. They'll set up with the zone to side and a couple traps, but that they're going to go heavy on the run in and then a little bit of 3-step in the passing game.
And then special teams came into play last week too. They gave up, or they scored an 85-yard kickoff return. So you've got to be sharp on the coverage units this week.
We do, and they also blocked, I think, 2 or 3 punts as well. So we're going to have our hands full today in every area.
Well, that leads us now to our Riley Construction Blueprints for Success. Coach, what's it going to take to get in the win column this week?
Again, what we didn't do last week. Offensively securing the football and then trying to end every series with a kick, and then on defense not giving up the big plays. And again, the big plays come down to missed assignments and missed tackles. We've obviously put a heavy emphasis on the tackling this week, so hopefully we'll improve in that area, and heavy emphasis on not turning the ball over. If we do that, I think we'll have a really good day today.
Our Blueprints for Success brought to you by Riley Construction, celebrating their 50th year and helping you make your job easier. You'll find them at rileyconstruction.com. They're a proud partner of Carthage College and Carthage Athletics. Coach, go get them today.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Mike Jigger, head football coach for the Carthage Redmond, in the tunnel with us prior to our kickoff of today's game. It'll be Carthage and Olivet, the home opener for the 2015 season. We'll be back with the kickoff and more right after this on AM 1050 WLIP.
Philosophy of the football program is win the day, which is excelling to be your best in all areas every single day.
We're dream makers here. We fulfill dreams academically, athletically, and as a whole person. We have some of the best athletes. We have some of the best teams and probably have some of the best Division III athletic facilities in the country. All of this is trying to help students overcome challenges to help them prepare for those challenges that are going to face them the rest of their lives.
First and foremost, that they take their academics really serious. They're competitive people, and that they love football. If they are about those 3 things, they'll have a great experience at Carthage.
It's really intense, all the workouts that we do, and it's all for a reason, preparing you for your life ahead after school.
My goals are that they become the best football player that they can become on the field, off the field academically. I want them to graduate in 4 years. and go on to be successful in whatever endeavor they try to go into.
Come in ready, mentally and physically. You show up ready and prepared, then you know that you're ready to play. They know you're ready to play, and then you'll eventually get the chance you deserve.
So if you're looking to play at the top level of Division III athletics, you won't find a better college.
Their offensive unit starting with the offensive line. We'll move from left to right. Left tackle today will be Isaiah Trussell, 6'3", 320, a sophomore out of Racine, Wisconsin. Jacob Alton will start at left guard, 5'11", 260, a senior out of Loveland, Ohio. Joe Godlewski will start at center, 6', 260, a sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana. Kevin Blank will be the right guard, 6', 265, a senior from Neenah, Wisconsin. The right tackle, Rocco Rasnick. Rasnick, 6'2", 260, a junior out of Downers Grove, Woodridge, Illinois, Downers Grove South. The starting backs and receivers, it'll be Javier Rhodes at a tight end, 6'2", 225, a junior out of Chicago in East Leiden High School in Chicago. James Cobbs III at a wide receiver, 5'11", 190, a sophomore out of Urbana. Marquise Hines Jr., 6'1", 210, a senior from Green Bay, will start at the other wide out. The fullback today will be Mark Clark, 5'7", 227, a senior. And Tristan Peterson will start at the tailback spot, 6', 175, a sophomore out of Crown Point, Indiana. And the starting quarterback today anticipated to be Nick Anselmo, 6'1", 210, junior out of Schaumburg, Illinois. Again, you heard Coach Mike Jigger kind of tight-lipped about who was going to take the ball first, but leaning toward Anselmo getting the ball to start the ball game today. That is your starting offense for the Redmond today. Defensively for Carthage, a 4-3 alignment. At one defensive end, it'll be Terrence Allen, 6'4", 230, a senior out of Woodridge, Illinois. The tackle will be Patrick Pervin, 6'4", 250, a sophomore out of Ingleside, Illinois, prepped at Grant Community High School. Cedric Fry at the other inside tackle position, 6'1", 295, a freshman out of Urbana, Illinois. And Pete Laughlin on the other defensive end, 6'2", 225, a sophomore out of Bourbonnais. Linebackers today, it'll be Will Fairchild starting at one backer spot, led the team in tackles last week, 6', 210, a senior out of Land O'Lakes, Florida. Greg Money, second team all-conference a season ago, 5'11", 215, the junior out of Palatine, Illinois. And KJ Simpson starting at the other outside linebacker spot, 6'1", 215, a junior out of Blue Island, Illinois. The secondary will feature a freshman back there, Virgil Young, 5'9", 160-pounder out of Lake Bluff, Illinois. Richard Motter moving from corner to safety. Motter, 6', 180, a junior out of Dayton, Ohio. Chantrell Garner, the other safety today, 5'11", 185, a sophomore. And Joey Pauza getting a start today out of Island Lake, Illinois. He's a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. That is your starting lineup for the Carthage College Redmond this afternoon. This is the CCIW MIAA Challenge Weekend. All of the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin schools are hosting all 7 Michigan Conference institutions. St. Norbert College rounding out that 8th school. And these are how we have them here today. Adrian is at Wheaton today. North Central is hosting Trine. Illinois Wesleyan playing host to Alma. Elmhurst is hosting Hope. Albion and Augustana will tangle this afternoon down in Rock Island. Milliken playing host to Kalamazoo. And in Chicago today, North Park will play host to St. Norbert. That is the second and final year of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association matchup with the CCIW schools. Of course, next year, Carroll University will be joining the conference, and that'll reduce the non-conference schedule by 1 week. And it'll be a new non-conference foes next year. Aurora and Bethel will jump on the schedule for the Redmond next year as part of their non-conference package. Redmond will have a bye next week as they will get the week off, and then following week we'll travel to Howards Grove, Wisconsin to take on Lakeland College. The final meeting between those two schools in the non-conference, one of the longest non-conference series in the running in the upper Midwest in the Division III ranks. It's 20-some years that these schools have played each other in non-conference action, and that will come to an end with the game up in Howard's Grove in 2 weeks. Then the Redmond return back home early October as they will play host to the Illinois Wesleyan. Illinois Wesleyan coming into Kenosha on October 3rd. That'll be homecoming weekend. That'll be the next home game here at beautiful Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Well, some events coming up later on this afternoon. We've got women's soccer here at Art Keller Field. The women's soccer team will take on St. Norbert. That game is scheduled to start around 5 o'clock or so. So that'll be the other event going on here at beautiful Art Keller Field. The Carthage Redmond making their way out of the locker room, gathering in the end zone to my right, the north end zone here at Art Keller Field, as they get set to take the field here today. Well, as you know, it was with great sadness this past spring that Carthage College family lost former head coach Tim Rux. All who had the pleasure, including this broadcaster, of knowing and working with Coach Rux felt the depth of his commitment to Carthage. And Coach Rux led the Carthage football program during a wonderful 18-year career as football's head coach. And for the past 2 years, Tim served as an assistant athletic director and academic advisor. His mentoring and leadership impacted thousands of Carthage students over the years, and his presence on the campus surely is greatly missed. And each week, Coach Rux would hold out an ACE card to a deserving player who best demonstrated attitude, character, and enthusiasm, or ACE. And this season, the Redmond will be wearing the ACE sticker on their helmet. And for those of you watching on the video stream, it's the ACE with the initials TR emblazoned on that, and that'll be in memory of their former head coach, Tim Rux. Redmond taking the field as we speak. Mike Jigger leading them out. Redmond decked out in their red jerseys today. The red jerseys with the white numerals, white pants with the red and black striping on the side, and the red helmet with the Carthage C logo. Olivet takes the field all in white. White jerseys with red numerals and red trim. White pants with the red striping down the side, and the white helmets with the red initials OC for Olivet College on the side of their helmets here today. Beautiful afternoon for football here in Kenosha. Temperatures in the low 60s. Sunny skies. We've got winds out of the northwest gusting to 20 miles per hour. That's going to affect play going left to right today into that wind. And with the clear skies here, it's going to be a tough fielding in that north end zone on kicks and punts here today. That sun's going to play a part in it as well. Captains are gathering here as we get set for our coin toss here this afternoon. Our captains today are Marcus Hines, Terrence Allen, Jacob Alton, and Greg Money for the Redmond, getting set to take the field for the coin flip. Out there for Olivet College, Andrew Aris, defensive back. Kyle Bryson, a wide receiver. Justin Madar, defensive end. And also out there is Ty Rosema, one of the offensive linemen. Bob Fletcher is our referee here this afternoon. He will bring the captains to the center of the field. Going over the coin flip rules here, and Olivet will call the toss here. Olivet has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. We'll get the official call from Bob Fletcher here.
Olivet won the toss, deferred, Carthage receiving. Good luck, gentlemen.
So Carthage will receive to start our ball game here this afternoon. They will defend the north goal to my right.
All who had the pleasure of knowing and working with Tim Rux felt the depth of his commitment to Carthage. Coach Rux led the football program during a wonderful 18-year career as the Carthage head coach. For the past 2 years, Tim served as an assistant athletic director and academic advisor. His mentoring and leadership impacted thousands of our students over the years, and his presence on our campus will be greatly missed. Each week, Coach Rux would hand out an ACE card to a deserving player who best demonstrated attitude, character, and enthusiasm. This season, the Redmond will be wearing the ACE sticker on their helmets in memory of their former coach, Tim Rux. In addition, we remember the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. We remember all of the victims and heroes who lost their lives during that tragic event. Our country became stronger, not weaker, thanks to their efforts and sacrifice. At this time, please rise for a moment of silence as we remember Tim Rux and 9/11. Thank you. Please remain standing as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem. Anthem performed this afternoon by Christian Aldridge, a senior music theater major from Huntley, Illinois.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Christian Aldridge, senior here at Carthage College, performing our national anthem this afternoon from Art Keller Field in Kenosha. John Weiser with you. Glad you're along this afternoon, spending part of your weekend with us here on AM 1050 WLIP and WLIP.com out of Kenosha. Redmond will receive the kickoff here to my right. Trying to get their first win of the year. As I mentioned, these teams played only one other time. That was back in 1980. Carthage defeated the Comets 31-6. Another win for the legendary Art Keller, who was around coaching at that point. So Tristan Peterson and Richard Motter standing deep to my right to receive the kick. Gunnar Aper will do the kicking, a 5'6" sophomore out of Cedar Springs, Michigan. And we're just about set for week number 2 of the college football season. And Aper will be kicking into a pretty stiff breeze. Temperatures in the low 60s, a wind out of the north-northwest at about 20 miles per hour. Run up and the kick, and we are underway as Peterson will run up under it at the 20, across the 20, 25, breaking a tackle to the 30, out to the 32-yard line where he is wrapped up there. Coming up on the play for the special teamers, Forrest Courtright, linebacker, sophomore out of Mears, Michigan, with the tackle. It'll be Redmond ball at the 32-yard line to start this ball game. Offense huddle up around Jarrett Elliott, who's on the field. Kyle Rooker, the co-offensive coordinator, up in the booth, and it's going to be Bobby Suchecki going to take the field here as the quarterback to start our ball game today. Suchecki, the sophomore out of Rolling Meadows, Illinois. You'll have London Townsend in the backfield. Fletcher, not a bad D3 player. Play to John Carroll. Fullback Clark in motion. The give is to Townsend. Townsend across the left side. Big hole. Across the 40. Out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down for the Redmond. Running up the left side that time. Finally brought down on the play by Zechariah Jenkins out of Benton Harbor. Redmond in a hurry up and gets them set. Again, Townsend trying to pick his way around the left side. Got tripped up across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Shoestring tackle made that time by the rover back, Curtis French, a senior out of Carleton, Michigan. Gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Redmond. And they typically go no huddle. Typically get the play from the sideline. They'll line up, maybe change the play or two. Mazurek lined up in a slot to the right side along with Hines. Cobbs lined up here to the left side, and once again it's Townsend with the carry. Spins off a tackle across midfield into Olivet territory down to the 48-yard line. Going to be a yard shy of the first down. A gain of 6 once again by London Townsend, the 5'10 junior. Boy, he has looked solid all through camp, and the first couple of weeks touching the football. Again, coming in with an 8.5 yard per average on his carries. 3rd down and a long one here for the Redmond. Got some movement up front, flags down. Suchecki going to go for it all, looking for Cobb. Diving catch, but it comes out incomplete at the 15-yard line. Cobbs had it in his hands and hit the turf and lost it. It'll go as an incomplete pass, but there are markers down at the line of scrimmage. Suchecki going on a hard count that time may have gotten the Comets to jump.
Encroachment on the defense, number 92. 5-yard
penalty against Olivet for offsides.
So 5-yard walk-off will give the Redmond a first down. Bob Fletcher, our referee today. Carthage on a snappy drive here, the opening drive here of our ball game. They've moved it down to the Comet 44-yard line. First pass here for Suchecki, going to go for it all. Has him out there, that's Cobbs. He'll make the catch inside the 5, touchdown Redmond. James Cobbs, a sophomore out of Urbana, Illinois, with a 44-yard touchdown reception. The first of the year for Cobbs, and the Redmond have their first lead of the year, 6-0. Just a beautifully thrown ball. He got past the defensive back. That was Garrett Reed, the junior, who lost coverage. He got 2 steps on Reed, and that's all Suchecki needed to lead Cobbs to the touchdown. 44-yard strike, and the Redmond on the board first. And the kick for the extra point is up, and it is good. Minute and a half into our ball game, and the Redmond score an impressive drive here as they go 78 yards, capped off by the 44-yard touchdown pass from Bobby Suchecki, the sophomore, to James Cobbs III, also a sophomore out of Urbana, Illinois. Four plays, 68 yards in just under a minute and a half. Is that for a nice passer rating? Officially 1 for 1. You go for a touchdown and along of 44. But I'll tell you what, the rushing of London Townsend on that drive, 3 carries for 19 yards on that drive for Townsend, really set the tone here for the Redmond. So Carthage with their first lead of the year, 7-0. Ricky Klein will kick it off here for the Redmond. It'll be a short kick taken at the 5. Out across the 15, 20. Stumbles forward across the 25 and stacked up there is the return man. Just shy of about the 30-yard line on the return. That was Cornelius Saxton, a sophomore out of Ann Arbor. So they'll mark it at the 30, and that's where the Comets will get it. 1st and 10 offensively, led by quarterback Braden Black. He holds every offensive quarterback record for Olivet. And a nice ball game last week. 9 for 11 for 93 yards and a pair of touchdowns last week. They'll go single back. That is Demoria Lilly. 3 receivers stacked here to the near side. And Lilly will get the call, and Lilly going to be met in the backfield and wrapped up for a loss. Back at the 27-yard line. Terrence Allen getting in there early. Got off a good block that time and came in to make the play. Nice job defensively. Tackle for a loss. Be a loss of 3. Sets up a 2nd and 13 for Olivet at their own 27-yard line. Slot receiver to the left. Single back in the backfield. Black will take the snap. Drops back. Wants to throw. Comes back over the middle. Complete the pass across the 30, 35, and down near the 40-yard line and a first down. On the nice pass that time from Black to his receiver, Mitchell Bailey. Bailey with a nice catch, just a crossing route out of the slot pattern. Got behind the linebacker that time, was chased down by Simpson, or Will Fairchild, who chased him down and made the play. Gain of 13 and a first down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Olivet at their own 40. Lilly going to get the call, trying to get around the edge. Nothing doing there. Terrence Allen again got the initial stop, and then when he was covered up on the play by Rocco Zaccaro. Greg Money also there defensively for the Redmond. Nice job once again, Terrence Allen. Be one of those things to watch here today. Jacob Kramer, the left tackle at 6'4", 285, trying to dance with Terrence Allen, 6'4", 230 on that right defensive end spot. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. They come back far side. Catch is made. A leaping grab by Jason Barbosa. Barbosa, the 5'9 senior, just a quick slant off the wideout spot across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 8, so it'll set up a 3rd and 3 here for the Comets. 11:40 to go, first quarter. Carthage leading 7-0. Really going to get the carry. Comes up the middle, gets the first down across midfield into Redmond territory, down near the Carthage 47-yard line. Will Fairchild able to bring him down, but not before he picks up an Olivet first down. Into Redmond territory at the Carthage 47-yard line. Lilly the single back. 3 receivers, a slot here to the near side. Black over the middle, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Good play defensively for the Redmond. Seth McDormand knocked that one down. Just swatted away, incomplete. Good job by McDormand. Seth going 6'1", 235, a junior out of Bourbonnais, Illinois. Sets up a 2nd and 10 for Olivet. Ball at the Carthage 47-yard line. Play fake to Lilly. Black going to throw it out. Complete, far side. Catch is made. Breaking the tackle out there is Barbosa. Down to the Redmond 31-yard line. Gain of 16 on the play. Just a simple dump out to the flat to Barbosa. Went just to the first down marker. Made the play and then broke a tackle as he was able to get past the grasp that time. The Carthage secondary, Joey Pausa out there. Try and run it again, and Lilly inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Allen was there along with Zaccaro. Gain of about 4 on the play, sets up a 2nd and 6. They go hurry up. Penalty marker down. They give it off to Lilly. Lilly stops short of the 25-yard line, but there was a marker at the snap. I don't know if the Redmond were still sending players out and were in the neutral zone or not. Let's see. I believe it will be a penalty on the Redmond here. Bob Fletcher, a referee.
Substitution infraction on the defense. 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
Well, in all fairness to Coach Jigger, he's trying to make substitutions out there, and Olivet getting to the line of scrimmage. Now, you have to allow a team to make changes. And Mike was all over the head linesman here, talking about the fact that he's got to be able to make some substitutions here. Now they go 3 receivers here, double slot to the near side. And they'll give it to Lilly, run the opposite way to the right side, left side I should say, and he's got a big hole inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Chase Blattkamp finally brought him down, but it will be enough for a first down. Gain of 6 on the play down to the Carthage 18-yard line. So Olivet coming back with a snappy drive of their own here. Again, Black will work from the pistol, has Lilly to his left. And Lilly will get the call going up the middle. Lilly inside the 15, wrestled down to the 13, ball out. There's a fumble on the play. Carthage thinks they have it. No official signal yet. The ball was out before the whistle. No signal by any of the officials here. Carthage saying they've got the football here. The officials are huddled up near the 10-yard line. They rule him down by contact. I wonder if we could take one more look here. We have the advantage of an instant replay here. Lilly getting up in the hole. Well, that ball was out. His knee was not down. That ball was out. That should have been a fumble recovered by the Redmond. Big break here for Olivet as they keep possession. Hand it off again. This time with it is Chris Jones. His first carry out of East Lansing, Michigan. Diving to the first down marker. Going to be just short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Olivet to the line of scrimmage. Black now. Gives it. And they're not going to get the first down. Nice play out there as they hand the ball off to Chris Jones. Cedric Fry in on the stop, a freshman out of Urbana. 6'1", 295, able to step up and make the tackle and deny the first down. And Olivet's going to go for it here on 4th and 1 at the Redmond 9-yard line. They need to get across the 8 for the first down. Black will get the play. Bark it out to his lineman. Jones is the lone back in the backfield. They'll fake it to Jones. Black will keep it inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Olivet. Play action fake that time by the quarterback, Braden Black. Fake to the tailback, Jones, who went to his right. Black continued up the middle and scored the touchdown. And they're an extra point away from tying this one up. Gunnar Aper will come in to kick the extra point. Ryan Anderson will hold. Snap, bobbled. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Hit the right upright. It was a bad snap. It rolled back to the holder, and so the extra point is no good. Carthage will maintain a 7-6 lead. So the 70-yard drive converted on a couple of third downs. The 4th down in from inside the 10-yard line. And it was Braden Black, the quarterback, going in from 9 yards out on 4th and 1 to tie up our ball game here. Or I should say to bring them to within 1. The extra point no good. And so that will make it a 7-6 ball game with 8:42 to go here in our first quarter. See if that plays a part in this afternoon's contest. But they have that hurry-up offense that cost the Redmond on a substitution with too many men on the field. It took them out of a 2nd and 6 into a 2nd and 1. Just inside the Redmond 30-yard line. Here's the ensuing kick. Peterson will float under it, take it at the 16-yard line. Circles back across the 20, cuts it upfield 25-30, near sideline to the 40, 45-50, Peterson to the 40, down the near sideline and out of bounds just across the 30-yard line. Tristan Peterson with a nice return all the way back to the Olivet 27-yard line. Great special team work And the Redmond in excellent field position here. Peterson caught that ball just across the 16-yard line, broke a tackle at the 20, then cut it back to his left down the numerals. And once he crossed midfield, had a convoy in front of him and just had one man to beat. He had Clark out, taking out the kicker, but just couldn't quite get to that spot. But it'll be Redmond ball at the 27-yard line of Olivet. 8.5 minutes to go, first quarter, 7-6 Redmond lead. Suchecki will give it to Peterson again. Peterson bounces it out right side, now cuts it back at the hash mark. Inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. Actually just short of the first down. They'll mark his knee down. Just short of the first down stick, a gain of 9 for Peterson. Coming right back after the kickoff. And gets the carry here. He'll remain in there. Javier Rhodes lined up to the right side as a tight end. Fullback Clark as a wing on the right side. Movement up front. Penalty markers down. Free play. They try and throw it back. Oh, through the hands of Hines. Incomplete. Went through the defender and then through Hines' hands. Incomplete, but penalty marker on the play. I think they got the defensive line to jump once again.
Encroachment on the defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty results in first down.
So jumping the neutral zone, Robert Cuba, a 6-foot, 270-pound defensive lineman out of Grand Rapids, penalized for jumping the neutral zone, will give the Redmond a first down at the 13-yard line. First and 10 Redmond, 7:53 to go, first quarter. Carthage leading 7-6. They run the jet sweep to Cobbs around the left side. Cobbs inside the 5. Cobbs to the pylon. Touchdown, Carthage College. James Cobbs on a jet sweep from the right side to the left. Took the handoff from Suchecki and just angled it all the way to the pylon for the touchdown, leaving Comets in his wake. So a quick strike for the Redmond once again. Unland in for the extra point. Good snap, ball down, kick up, and it is good. 14-6 Redmond as we take another look at the touchdown run by James Cobbs III. His first rushing touchdown of the game, second touchdown of the afternoon for Cobbs. And it's a 14-6 lead for the Redmond. So Cobbs now 1 reception for 44 yards. Cobbs 1 carry this afternoon for 13 yards and a touchdown. So Klein will kick it for the Redmond. He'll have the wind at his back. Saxton is deep along with Barbosa. Klein has it teed up, middle of the field, 35-yard line. And the left footer drives this one. Saxon will take at his own 5, up the near sideline to the 10, 15, 20. Breaks it across the 20, out across the 30 to the 35-yard line where he is wrapped up there. Good strong return that time. Out to about the 36-yard line. Frankie Gazzano on special teams able to come up, make the play for the Redmond. So Black 3 for 4 on that opening drive. We'll head back in at quarterback. Again, that hurry-up offense for Olivet. Drive will start at the 36-yard line. 7:38 to go in the quarter. Carthage leading 14-6. Jones will be the lone running back in the backfield. Single back, 4 receivers going out, 2 by 2. Black wants to throw, comes back near side, completes the pass near side. Dominic Givens out across the 40 to the 46-yard line. Gain of 10 to Givens.
Gain of 11 yards and an Olivet
Give them
first
full
down.
forward progress out to the 47-yard line and a Comet first down. And Jones will line up this time to the left of the quarterback, Black, working out of the pistol. Play fakes, looks right, now comes back left, completes the pass inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Cornelius Saxton making the catch, the sophomore from Ann Arbor. Again, a good play off that, or look off that time by Black, looking right, then faked right, then came back looking left and found Cornelius Saxton. That's what you call trust. He knew where Saxton was going to be right there and just threw it to a spot. Saxton ran there to get it. Now they stack two receivers to the left side. They'll throw a wide receiver screen, and it was nearly picked off. Virgil out there. Virgil Young making the play out there. Could have went for the pick. He saw that play coming. It was going to be a wide receiver screen to the left side. And Virgil Young tripped up the receiver, Saxton, for a loss of 2.
From the 37.
So 2nd and 12 at the Redmond 37-yard line. Black wants to throw. Comes back over the middle. Ball tipped over the middle. Nearly intercepted. Nice job up front for the Redmond that time. Able to tip that pass, knock it down. Like that was, once again, Cedric Fry perhaps that may have gotten a hand on it. We've got an injured Olivet player down at the 37-yard line. So play is stopped here with 6:17 to go here in the quarter. Redmond leading 14-6 for an injured player. Wheaton is up on Adrian 14-0. That game late first quarter. Trine and North Central are scoreless. 7.5 minutes to go. First quarter down in Naperville. Illinois Wesleyan hosting Elma today. And Elma leads by a score of 7-0 on top of Illinois Wesleyan. Elmhurst hosting Hope College today, and the Blue Jays lead Hope 3-0. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Albion with a 13-7 lead over Augustana in Rock Island, first quarter. First quarter score in Chicago, St. Norbert 7, North Park 7. And Kalamazoo leading Milliken by a score of 7-3 late first quarter. Get you caught up to date on the CCIW MIAA Challenge going on this afternoon. 3rd and 12. Black now looks to dump it out. It's thrown behind the receiver. Came back to make a catch at the 15-yard line. Kyle Bryson, the receiver on that play, was underthrown. He had to turn around and come back in full circle to make the catch in front of the Carthage defender. It was Pausa again out there. And this pass out that way again, same play, looking for Bryson, and it's incomplete. He caught it out of bounds, middle of between the two pylons in the back corner of the end zone. So picking on Pausa out there. Barbosa will line up as a wide receiver to the left. Bryson lined up with 3 receivers here to the right side. Play action fake. Black going to throw it back near the sideline, here near side, I should say, at the 10. Immediately brought down on the play, Mitchell Bailey, who made the catch. McMoney along with Virgil Young, both there. Gain of 6, 3rd down and 4, just inside the Redmond 10-yard line. 5:40 to go here in the quarter. Carthage leading 7-6, but Olivet in the red zone. Black will take the snap. Looks right, throws right, back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Again, picking on Pausa here on the near side. It was intended for Bryson, just running straight down the numerals, and Pausa was with him, and now the 4th down. It appears Olivet's going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Ball at the Redmond 9-yard line. They'll go 3 receivers to the left side. Single back is Jones. Black, the quarterback, will work from the pistol. 4th and 4 from the Redmond 9. Black takes the snap, rolling left. Wants to set up and fire. Ball is in the air. It is tipped and incomplete. There were two receivers in the neighborhood there for Olivet, both on top of each other. The ball was knocked away, and the Redmond bend but don't break on 4th down, and they turn the Comets away. So Carthage on 4th down stops Olivet. They will get the ball back at their own 9-yard line, stops the clock with 5:21 to go in our first quarter, and the Redmond leading the Comets by a score of 14-6. So Carthage able to come up with the defensive stop. Now let's see if the offense can go back to work. Suchecki providing a good start here for the Redmond. He'll have Peterson in the backfield along with Clark, the fullback. Cobbs will line up as a single receiver to the right side. Now Clark in motion. The give is to Peterson. Peterson tries to race it up across the 10 out to the 12-yard line. 3-yard pickup for Tristan Peterson. Well, he continues to look better and better each game. Peterson, the sophomore at Crown Point, 66 yards rushing last week, including a touchdown. Today he had the big kickoff return that set up the second touchdown drive for the Redmond. A gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Redmond. Ball at the 12-yard line. Again, hard count. Penalty flags down. They got movement. Free play looking for Cobbs midfield. Can't get there. Penalty marker down. He was armbarred that time all the way down the field by Garrett Reed, the cornerback here on the near side. Cobbs got a step on him again. Reed caught up, stuck out the left hand, armbarred him, and he'll be called for the interference. So there were 2 flags on the play, one at the line of scrimmage, and the interference here on Cobbs trying to make that catch. Bob Fletcher sorting it out.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Encroachment on the defense, number 90. That penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So the 15-yard will be accepted on the interference by Garrett Reed on the pass play to Cobbs. So that'll set the Redmond up at their own 27-yard line. Late first quarter here, Carthage leading 14-6. Cobbs a 44-yard touchdown reception, and then Cobbs again on a 13-yard touchdown run on a jet sweep. Scoring for the Redmond. Peterson the single back. Suchecki will line up under center. Hines to the right, Cobbs to the left. They'll hand it off to Peterson. Peterson with the hole. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play and a strong run by Tristan Peterson going over that left side. Great job out there. Jacob Alton leading the charge on the pull that time. The left guard pulling out. And a late flag here too, it appears. So another penalty here appears on Olivet.
Clipping on the offense, number 51. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat, first down.
So it is a clipping call. You don't see that too much anymore in football, but it was Joe Godlewski, the center, called for the clip. So this will move the Redmond back here. So half the distance to the goal will move the ball back to the 14-yard line. Let's see here. Fletcher called it half the distance. And that's where they'll spot it here. Just across the Redmond 13-yard line. First penalty of the afternoon on Carthage College. It has not been an issue this year for Carthage. They have done a pretty good job. Call here in the left. Lafayette McGarry. McGarry with a nice run across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. 18-yard run for freshman Lafayette McGarry. 5'7", 175-pounder out of Chicago, prepped at Hope Academy. And a good game last week as well. McGarry, 7 carries for 37 yards a week ago. Suchecki will hand it off. It's a flea flicker back to Suchecki. He's going to go down the middle, has him wide open, and he overthrows the intended target, Tommy Bazorek. So they tried a little razzle-dazzle that time. A little flea flicker. And on the toss back, the timing was messed up when the running back tossed it back into the hands of the quarterback, Suchecki. That was Calderaro who was in there. Sam Calderaro, who took the original carry, then got to the line, flipped it back to the quarterback, and then tried to heave it out looking for Bazorek. So 3rd down and 7 for the Redmond. Ball at the 31-yard line. Suchecki with time, looks to throw, ball tipped, and it is intercepted. Intercepted here at the 46-yard line just before it hit the turf. The ball was tipped and picked off by Walter Love III. So it was intended for Cobbs here on the near side. The ball got tipped. And it's the 3rd interception thrown by Suchecki this year, the 5th by the Redmond quarterbacks. And so now Olivet with the football at the Redmond 46-yard line. 3:21 to go, first quarter. Carthage holding a 14-6 lead. Lilly is back in there now to running back. 3 receivers to the left side. Black will hand it off. Lilly coming around the right side. Penalty marker down. This could come back for a hold here. As trying to fight his way off that block for the Redmond was Pete Laughlin. Looked like he was held up there.
On the offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Cornelius Pettit, the right tackle. Senior 6'3", 280 out of Howell, Michigan, the guilty party. They'll move them back 10 yards. Set up Olivet College 1st and 20 now. Ball at the Olivet 44-yard line. Clock continues to roll here. 3:10 remaining in the quarter. Black play action fake, rolling to his left. Still on his feet. Pump fakes, will keep it. Running out of room as he runs into the firm of Greg Money and Will Fairchild. Able to bring him down. They'll give him a yard as that timing was broken up just a little bit there. On a bobbled snap. And credit Fairchild for staying with the quarterback. Wasn't going to buy the pump fake as he was coming down the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 19 for Olivet. Ball at their own 45-yard line. Black looking to throw, wants to come back far side, completes the pass on the far sideline. Jason Barbosa with the catch across midfield into Redmond territory and down at the 31-yard line.
Barbosa out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Got past Virgil Young that time, or Pausa I should say. It was Pausa over there, and it was finally Richard Motter who came over to put Barbosa out of bounds at the Redmond 31-yard line. So 1st and 10, Olivet. Lilly up the middle, big hole, cuts it up the middle across the 20, then is stacked up and driven back. Chantrell Garner, and there was a fumble on the play. Carthage says they have it, but once again the officials late getting into the pile now signal that he was down. We also have an injured player down. It's Lilly who is down. Let's take one more look. We have the video replay up on our video stream. As Lilly cut and then was hit low. Looked like the ball came out before he hit the turf. Carthage recovered it, but Lilly is still down. In quite some pain here. Chantrell Garner got in there low and had the leverage that time on him as the Olivet trainer is out there. Now Jake Denauer and the Carthage training staff making their way out. It'll give us a chance to once again take a look at scores in the CCIW MIAA Challenge. Wheaton now on top of Adrian 21-0. That game starting the second quarter. North Central has scored. They now lead 6-0 over Trine. 3 minutes to go, first quarter in that contest. Illinois Wesleyan has come back to tie Elma. That game now 7-all, early second quarter. Elmhurst is shutting out Hope 10-0, early second quarter down at Elmhurst. Augie has come back to take a 1-point lead, 14-13 over Albion. Kalamazoo leads Milliken 7-3. That game down in Decatur today. And St. Norbert leads North Park 14-7. Lilly being helped off the field. Putting any weight on that leg as he's being helped to the back of the bench on the far sideline, on the west sideline here at Keller Field. So he was ruled down by contact at the 19. It'll be 1st and 10. Olivet, 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Carthage leading 14-6. Barbosa lined up as the single receiver here in the near side. He'll draw single coverage with Pausa. And the handoff will go for a short gain. Chris Jones just across the 18 down to the 17-yard line. Gain of 2, second down and 8. Wrapped up by a host of Redmond players up there in the middle of that Carthage defense. 3 receivers to the left here. Play action fake. They'll try and go back over the middle. Ball is tipped, incomplete. Let penalty flag down. Oh, that was a tough draw there for Pausa. Pausa trying to fight through as Barbosa got the inside angle on Pausa. I think Pausa is going to be called for the interference. Contact there just as the ball was getting there by Pausa.
Pass interference on the defense, number 34. That's a spot foul, automatic, first down.
So it was inside 15 yards, so it'll be a spot foul. They'll mark it at the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal, Olivet at the 5. Once again, Jones, the single back, 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Black from the pistol. Play fake, wants to come back over the middle, complete catch, ball is fumbled. It's loose in the end zone. No, they're going to rule it incomplete. Never had control of it. Juggled it, then dropped it. Never had control. The intended receiver that time, Dominic Gibbons, the senior out of Flint, had it as he got to the goal line. Go through his hands and juggled. Awfully close to making a football move with that as well. Very, very close. Looked like he may have was just starting to take a step with control of that ball when it fell out. 2nd and goal. Coming around Jones, right side. Jones to the 5, and did he get in? No signal yet. Yes, touchdown. Touchdown, Olivet. Ran over the head linesman in the process here on the near pylon, so Jones gets in for the score from 5 yards out. So it's 14-12 in favor of the Redmond. And they will kick the extra point here. Not going to chase the 2 here early. Aper will come in to attempt the extra point. Snap was low the last time by Colin Sheehan. Snap, spot, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. 14-13 Redmond, minute 22 to go as we take one more look at the touchdown run by Chris Jones. Again, Demoria Lilly injured, their starting tailback, so it's probably going to be Jones the rest of the way out here. So Olivet comes right back. They go 54 yards for the touchdown. The 5-yard run by Jones on 2nd and goal. And the extra point pulls the Comets to within 1. Peterson back deep to receive. Also, Calderero is back there, along with Peterson this time. Sam Calderero on the return unit here. And the kick, and this one's going to angle, and it will bounce, and it'll be picked up and taken out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Bad play there by Peterson. I think that ball was going to angle out of bounds on that far sideline, and he took it out of bounds at the 9. Panicked a little bit on that kick. I think he would have let it go, would have rolled out of bounds. But again, sophomore back there, you got the special teamers coming down, and I think he panicked just a little bit to field that punt, or field that kick, I should say, and that's exactly what they wanted there for Olivet. So Carthage ball at their own 9-yard line with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Redmond leading 14-13. Hines will line up as a wideout to the right. Cobbs to the left. Javier Rhodes, the tight end, lined up here to the left side. I formation behind Suchecki, the quarterback. Now they roll Rhodes to the right side. They go offset I with the fullback Clark and the tailback Townsend. And Townsend takes it on. Nice play up across the 10 out to the 13-yard line. About a 3-4 run that time for London Townsend. So a minute to go here in our first quarter. Marcus Hines will come out here. They'll go with a single receiver in Cobbs. Twin tights and a fullback lined up in a wing. It'll be Clark who now goes in motion. Single back is Townsend. He'll get the call again. And Townsend met behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle. Now circles back. Got a block from Suchecki, but then is dumped down behind the line of scrimmage. Finally getting there was Billy Kirkendall, who brought him down, the free safety, a sophomore out of DeWitt, Michigan. It'll be a loss back to the 8-yard line. It'll set up 3rd and 11 here for Carthage. See what the Redmen elect to do here. They don't need to run a play, but it looks like they will at least line up in an attempt to run a play. Mazurek lined up in a slot here along with Hines and Lemon. And they'll run the draw play, and nothing doing there as Olivet had it snuffed out. And the first quarter will come to an end. It will result in a punt when we come back. Carthage leading after 1 quarter. Redmond 14, Comets 13. Your home for Redmond Sports. AM 1050, WLIP, Kenosha.
Olivet 13. After the last play, the Redmen called timeout with 1 second to go in the first. Carthage 4th down, 13 from the 6.
Well, prior to that quarter ending, Carthage had called a timeout, so it'll be 4th down. They'll punt with the wind at their back. Fred McCann out of Union Grove is going to try and throw a fake. It is tipped in the end zone and intercepted for a touchdown. Carthage is going to go for a fake. It got tipped, and it was tipped and caught in the end zone for the score. Try and look at the replay here. McCann was going to throw a fake. It was a high snap. It was a fake all the way. Got tipped and then was caught in the end zone by Curtis French, who came down with it, and Olivet takes their first lead of the afternoon, 19-14. Well, they made a living off of this off of Earlham last week. Blocked a punt for a touchdown. This time they tip a fake, and now the kick is blocked. It is picked up by Terrence Allen. He can run it back all the way for safety. Terrence Allen down the near sideline. Off the block, inside the 20, 10-5. It'll go as a safety the other way. 2 points for the Redmond. They blocked the extra point, and it is good. So Carthage blocks the extra point with no time on the clock, and Terrence Allen recovered it, bounced right to him, and he was able to recover it and then race it all the way back. It'll go as a safety, and 2 points for the Redmond. So it's 19-16 in favor of Olivet as we get set to begin our second quarter. First time we've seen that happen since the new rule went into effect a few years ago, where you could block the extra point. If it goes beyond the line of scrimmage, you can pick it up and return it down the near sideline, as Terrence Allen did, and it will count 2 points the other way. Shades of Alabama-Auburn, perhaps? Terrence Allen credited with the safety. Olivet will kick off. That play officially ended the first quarter, so the teams will switch sides. Carthage will receive this ball in the south end zone. They will go against the wind here in this second quarter. Whew, what a quarter. Braden Black in that first quarter for Olivet, 9 of 15 for 114 yards. Barbosa, 3 receptions for 46 yards. Lilly, 8 carries for 28. Jones, 4 carries for 10 and a touchdown. And Black also with a quarterback sneak on 4th down with a touchdown run. It's a high end-over-end kick. Will be taken by Peterson inside the 5-yard line. Far side across the 10. Trying to get the sideline. Does. It's 20 and goes out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line. 17-yard return for Peterson, out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And that's where the Redmond will start this drive. And other scores. Wheaton 21, Adrian nothing. North Central 13, Trine nothing. Illinois Wesleyan and Elma knotted up at 7 apiece. Elmhurst leading Hope 13-0. 4 minutes to go first half. Albion has reclaimed the lead now, 20-14 over Augustana in the second quarter. St. Norbert up on North Park, 21-7. And Kalamazoo and Milliken are tied at 10 apiece. Bobby Suchecki back out there at quarterback for the Redmond. Sophomore out of Rolling Meadows started the ball game today. He's been in there for each series. He's got 3 receivers to his right. Now we'll empty the backfield. He'll swing it out to London Townsend out of the backfield. Townsend across the line of scrimmage, dives forward out to about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. So they empty him out in motion that time. Townsend, he caught the ball in stride. And Hines out there blocking along with Bazorek. He was able to dance his way across the 20 out to the 22-yard line before he was covered up there. So 2nd down and 7 at the 22 for the Redmond. Just underway second quarter. Olivet with a 3-point lead, 19-16 on the Redmond. Bazorek in motion far side. Townsend gets the call, tried to make a cut and slipped at the line of scrimmage. Tried to plant and go and lost his footing that time. And again, in college football, you're down. Once the knee is down, you are down. The play is over. Townsend kind of upset at himself that time as he's going to try and make a cut, but lost his footing. It'll be a loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Redmond. The ball back at the Carthage 21-yard line. Peterson in the backfield now, along with quarterback Suchecki. 3 receivers to the left side. Suchecki with time, wants to throw, looking for Alexander Lemon, trying to make a break off the defensive back, can't. Hand-to-hand combat that time between Alexander Lemon and the free safety, Billy Kirkendall. Pass goes incomplete, brings up 4th down. The Redmond will punt into the wind here. Fred McCann, the junior out of Union Grove, who tried to fake in his own end zone, had the ball tipped and intercepted for a touchdown on the last punt formation, is back there for the Redmond. Mitchell Bailey standing deep. It's an end-over-end kick that will bounce forward. Bailey will get away from it, bounces across midfield, and will roll dead at the Olivet 39-yard line. 40-yard punt out to the 40-yard line, so Olivet from their own 40-yard line will take over possession here. 13-16 to go in the first half, and Carthage trailing 19-16. So Black will work from the pistol as he'll throw it out here complete to the near side, making the catch. And a flag down as bringing him down that time, Cornelius Saxton on the reception. Little swing pass to the slot man here on the near side. Late penalty came down as Pauza was able to make the tackle. Check out Fletcher's call here.
Holding on the offense. Number 3, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Still first down.
It's at the end of the run. Kyle Bryson, the guilty party for the hold. So it'll be 10 yards from the 40-yard line for across the 40, I should say. It'll move the ball back to the Olivet 34-yard line. It'll set up a 1st and 16 for Olivet College. Black from the gun. Play fake. Drops back. Has time. Now cuts it up the middle. Tries to get past and can't as he gets to the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Pete Laughlin was there immediately to bring him down for a short gain. Simpson was there as well. But it was Laughlin who got the first piece to slow him up. So a gain of 3, 2nd and 13. Ball at the 37-yard line. Empty backfield here, 5 receivers going out for Black. Black now with time, comes back over the middle. It's juggled and dropped incomplete. Once again intended for Saxton. Just couldn't handle it as he was being chased almost step for step there. Coming in closing. That time was money for the Redmond. So 3rd and long now, one of the few 3rd and long situations for Olivet. 3rd and 13, while at the 37-yard line. Black now wants to come back near side. It is up for grabs and incomplete. Again, Pauza with the coverage that time on the receiver. Kyle Bryson here on the near sideline. Just ran his route to the boundary that time. Pauza forced him to the outside. Nice job by Joey Pauza, the freshman, out of Island Lake, Illinois. So Anderson in to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ryan Anderson, a sophomore for Olivet. Bazorek standing deep for the Redmond. And the left footer gets a high spiraling kick. Bazorek will make the catch. Makes the first man miss, and then as he cut again across the 20-yard line, lost his footing. So Redmond will get it at the 20-yard line. 43-yard punt, 1-yard return. And so Carthage ball, just under 12 minutes to go first half, and the Redmond trailing by 3. Again next week, Redmond on a bye week next week. And they'll return to action in 2 weeks in Howards Grove, Wisconsin. They will take on Lakeland College, the Muskies. We'll have that game for you starting with our broadcast at 12:30. And a 1 o'clock kick. That's 2 weeks from today, our next Redmond football game here on AM 1050, WLIP, and on the stream, WLIP.com. Suchecki in. He'll hand it off. Peterson breaking tackles, ball out, fell on top of it. Carthage recovered. Peterson trying to fight for extra yardage there. Couldn't quite come up with it. Did Olivet. They all thought they had it, but it hit the turf, bounced right back to Peterson. He was able to cover it up. Give the tackle to Curtis French. Ball came out and within arm's length of Peterson, was able to gather it back in. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for the Redmond. Suchecki wants to throw, gets it out, and it's through the hands of Cobbs, incomplete. Turned upfield before he brought the ball in. Kirkendall out there on the coverage, along with Curtis French. So bring up 3rd down and 11 from the Redmond 19-yard line. This is where the Redmond had problems the last couple years. They get to the line quickly, but then they misfire and they get a no gain or a loss and then an incomplete pass, and suddenly you're facing 3rd and long. New back in there now for the Redmond, Lafayette McGarry. As Suchecki wants to throw on 3rd and 11, out of the break is Cobbs. It's thrown over his head, incomplete. And a quick 3 and out once again by the Redmond offensively. Again, got behind the chains on 1st down. Well, they've got to do better on 1st down here, get better yardage. That opens up the playbook a little bit more for Mike Jigger and the Redmond offense. McCann gets this one away. An end-over-end kick. Again, gets a favorable roll and bounce. It'll roll all the way inside the Olivet 40-yard line and dead at the Olivet 37. 44-yard punt. Most of that on the roll. So a good job by McCann. The prep at Union Grove High School is doing his best to get the ball out of there and pin back Olivet. So Olivet will take the field, 10:54 to go here in this first half, leading the Redmond by a score of 19-16. They scored a touchdown. Then on the extra point was blocked. Terrence Allen ran it in for a safety for the Redmond the other way. Black wants to throw. Hit as he's thrown. Completes the pass on an angle here. A little slant route over the middle of Barbosa. And Barbosa finally brought down by Terrence Allen at the 45-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play that time. Just a quick slant by Barbosa, cutting back over the middle, and Terrence Allen not giving up on the play. Able to circle back and make the tackle for the Redmond. 2nd down 1. This is a dangerous down for Olivet right here. This time they'll give it off. Handoff goes to Jones. Jones will get the 1st down out to midfield. Gain of 4 by Curtis Jones. Enough for a 1st down for Olivet. Greg Money able to make the tackle for the Redmond that time. So 1st and 10 Comets at midfield. Again, Chris Jones, the single back, 3 receivers to the right here for Olivet. Black wants to pass. Again, sets it up. Slot receiver makes the catch. Spins inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Bailey with the catch once again, and another big gain into Redmond territory, down to the Carthage 37-yard line, and pick up a 13. Motter was there, along with Garner, to bring him down. So 1st and 10 from the Redmond 38. 9:40 to go here in the first half. Carthage trailing by 3. Olivet with the ball. Jones with the carry, going up the middle inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Terrence Allen was there for the Redmond, along with Rocco Zaccaro. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down 5 upcoming for Olivet. Ball at the Redmond 33-yard line. And single back is Jones. 3 receivers lined to the right side. This time they'll give it to Jones. Cutting back left side. Was turned away back to the inside. And a nice play that time by McDormand. Turned him back inside for just a short gain. Good job by McDormand that time coming upfield. Turned him the other way. And Will Fairchild was able to make the tackle. So it sets up a 3rd and 1 at the Redmond 29-yard line. And they'll bunch the receivers, 3 of them to the right side here in a triangle. They'll hand it off. Jones with the carry. Jones close to a first down. Turned inside. Money was there. Also at the bottom of that pile, Cedric Fry, the defensive tackle, but it will be enough for a Comet first down. 8.5 minutes to go, clock rolling. 19-16, Redmond trail by 3. Olivet driving here. Down to the Redmond 29-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side. They'll come to the single receiver here near side. Catch is made as it's Barbosa again with the catch inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Pausa there to make the stop. Been picking on the sophomore Pausa most of this ball game. He and Barbosa lined up in single coverage. Black again, this time hands it off. Jones tries to cut it from left to right, wrapped up by Money though. Short gain just inside the 15. Down to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 1. Second down and 9. Jones will come out now. New running back in there. It's going to be Jerome Washington, sophomore out of Albion. Again, Lilly was injured in the first quarter. Play action fake. Black rolling to his right. Still on his feet. Will cut it upfield. Gets inside the 10 and runs it out of bounds short of the 6-yard line. Black on a carry that time. Good coverage downfield. Redmond had every receiver locked up. Terrence Allen got a chip block that time. He was trying to chase down Black and got knocked down on a pretty good block by Ty Rosema, the center. It'll be 3rd and about 2 here for Olivet. Ball at the 6-yard line. They'll hand it off and they get the first down. Washington able to power his way inside the 5 down to the Redmond 3. So pickup of 4 down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Olivet at the Carthage 3 with 7:05 to go here in the first half. Black will work again from the pistol. Jones the single back. Jones will get the call. Jones trying to go up the middle is stuffed. Greg Money was right there. Forward progress stop. Jones and Allen both there to make the stop for the Redmond for no gain. Second and goal from the 3. Nice job. Allen slide off his block, slanting inside, crashing down on the inside to take away that lane from Jones, and then Money stepping up to make the play up top. So 2nd and goal from the 3. Man in motion to the near side. High snap. Black brought it down. He'll keep it, struggles forward, and is short of the goal line. No signal yet. Busted play there and a high snap. He was going to hand it off to Jones, the tailback, and came down with it. Jones was looking for it, and then Black elected to keep it, and he darn near ran it in the end zone. Finally able to pull him down for the Redmond was Gus Isley. So they'll spot it just inside the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal there. 5.5 minutes to go. Snap, the give to Jones. Jones spinning his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Olivet gets the touchdown on the 1-yard run by Jones, and they add to their lead, 25-16. Ran right up the middle. Good job offensively there. The offensive line to open up the hole and just drove the Redmond defensive line straight back that time. That's just leverage on the part of that senior-dominated offensive line for the Comets. Now they're going to go for 2 here. So they will attempt the 2-point conversion. Black under center. They'll toss it out. Trying to get the edge is Jones, and he does for the 2-point conversion. Motter could not track him down, and so they get the 2. And so with under 5.5 minutes to go, it's a 27-16 Olivet lead on the touchdown run by Jones and the 2-point conversion by Jones. So a 63-yard drive, capped off by the 1-yard run by Jones. And then the 2-point conversion by Jones makes it a 27-16 ball game. Gunnar Aper will kick this one off. Peterson and Calderero standing inside the 5-yard line. Again, Aper will have the wind at his back here in this second quarter. Peterson will drift under it and take it at his own 9. Across the 10, 15, 20, and he's dumped down just across the 20-yard line. Getting down there on special teams once again, Curtis French, the senior out of Carlton, Michigan, working both defense and special teams, makes the tackle for Olivet. So it'll be spotted at the Redmond 22-yard line. 13-yard return for Peterson. It's been all Suchecki here, and he will come out once again at quarterback here for the Redmond. Lafayette McGarry will be the tailback. Clark the fullback. Javier Rhodes the tight end. Cobb's lined up here to the near side. Far side is Hines. From the pistol formation, Suchecki sends Clark in motion. Play action fake with time. Comes back. Looks to throw and again dropped incomplete in the hands of Cobbs. He's got the case of the drops once again today. It's the third one he has let go through his hands. He was open in front of Kirkendall, the defender for Olivet. No excuse. You got to make that catch. That's what stalled this offense. Some drops on the wide receivers. Suchecki has thrown some nice passes, just not getting any help from his receivers. Cobbs today, just 1 catch for 44 yards for the touchdown. He has dropped 3 of them, though. Lafayette McGarry dancing around, nowhere to go. He's going to be dumped for a loss back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7. Tough to run when you got 5, 6 white-shirted Comets on the other side of the line of scrimmage. On your side of the line of scrimmage, let's put it. Nowhere to go for McGarry, and a loss of 7 back to the 15-yard line. So just like that, 3rd and 17. You can see how the drop passes and the mental mistakes that the Redmond have made offensively sets this offense back. They're not that good. They cannot overcome these mistakes. They've got to be sharper mentally. McGarry, the big hole up the middle, will get most of that back. Breaks a tackle across the 25 out to the 29-yard line. Run of 14 for the freshman Lafayette McGarry out of Chicago.
Brings up 4th down and 3.
4th and about 3. Out to the 29-yard line. So another 3 and out, 3rd consecutive 3 and out by the Redmond. Once again, Bailey standing at the 35-yard line, waiting for the kick by McCann. Snap back to McCann. Gets this one away. A short spiraling kick once again will hit the turf and will roll away from Bailey. Takes a favorable Redmond roll all the way back to the Redmond 30-yard line. So a 40-yard punt rolls dead at the 30 of Olivet. They will take over there, the Comets do, with 3:39 to go here in our half. Olivet College leading Carthage College 27-16. Their scores in the CCIW MIAA Challenge. Wheaton now leading Adrian 28-0. That game approaching halftime. North Central 20, Trine 7. 2 minutes to go, second quarter in Naperville. 21-14, Illinois Wesleyan leading Alma at the half down in Bloomington. Elmhurst 13, Hope 7, halftime in Elmhurst. As Jones will get the carry here around the left side. Jones across the 30 out to the 34-yard line. Good run up the left side that time by Jones. Gain of 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Able to wrestle him down was KJ Simpson for the Redmond. Down in Rock Island, Albion leading Augie 27-21. That game at the half. St. Norbert 21, North Park 10. And Milliken a 3-point lead over Kalamazoo as Jones is going to be dumped for a loss back at the 25-yard line. KJ Simpson, the junior out of Blue Island, had a tackle for a loss last week. Adds one to that total here as he takes Jones down behind the line of scrimmage back to the 25-yard line. Huge loss. Loss of 7 on the play. Actually, loss of 10 on the play. Ball all the way back to the 25-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and 15. Black with time. Now on the run. Breaks away from a defender. Runs it upfield and he'll be brought down. Finally able to tackle him down. The Redmond defense on a run of 9. Terrence Allen finally got to him, but looked like Fry had a chance to bring him down in the backfield, and he broke free from Cedric Fry and tried to cut it upfield, but ran right into Terrence Allen, who was able to wrestle him to the turf. So for the second time this afternoon, the punting unit on for Olivet.
24, Tommy Bazurek, deep.
Bazurek standing inside his own 20 to my left. Good snap. And the kick away. And Bazurek will let it bounce. It rolls inside the 10 and will be downed in the 1-yard line. They'll down it at the 2 officially. Great job on special teams by Olivet to get down. Once that ball got past Bazurek, who was planted at the 20-yard line, it's downed at the 2.
Redmond first and 10, roll 2.
Go as a 68-yard punt downed at the 2. That's been the story here since the Redmond scored their second touchdown. They have had poor field position. Add to it the fact that they haven't been able to move the ball. 3 consecutive 3-and-outs. Townsend now the single back behind Suchecki, who will line up under center. Townsend will get the call. Townsend breaks it out across the 5, maybe the 6-yard line for a pickup of 4.
Across the 5 to about the 6-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
Gets a nice strong run, ran right into the linebacker that time, Tyler Gorby. And Olivet will take a timeout. Here with 1:24 remaining. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining. Other scores here. D3 football top 25 this afternoon. One ranked Whitewater leading Belhaven College 21-0. That game early second quarter. Other games in the Midwest today. We mentioned the other scores in the CCIW MIAA Challenge today. Some other scores of interest. Augsburg leading Concordia of Wisconsin 20-0. Gustavus Adolphus 28, Lake Forest 0. Ripon and Rockford scoreless in the second quarter. Coe leading Cornell 16-3 at the half. Some of the scores in the Midwest this afternoon in Division III football. 2nd and 6 for the Redmond. Ball at the 6-yard line. Again, Suchecki in under center. We'll give it to Townsend. Townsend tries to bounce it around the right side, trying to get the edge, trying to make the first man miss. Could not. Good job staying with him that time defensively. Garrett Reed, the 5'8 junior corner out here on the near side, stayed right with Townsend. And Olivet will take their second timeout. They want the ball back. They want points here. They got Carthage on the ropes here, and they're going to try and get the football back here with 1:10 to go. Redmond facing a 3rd down and 5. Coming up at the half, we'll run down the scoring drives here, give you the stats summary. Also take a look at those scores and some details in those scores in the games involving the other CCIW schools. We'll give you an update on what's going on Carthage athletics. Got some events coming up in the next week. We'll chat about that. All that coming up in our halftime programming. Carthage needs a spark here on offense. Rather dry offensively here in this second quarter. Let's see what they have here. I'd like to see them go back to Cobbs here. Try and get his confidence. Just something just beyond the first down stick here, just to keep this drive going. 3rd and 5. Suchecki looking, will fire and complete to Javier Rhodes, the tight end, across the 15 out to the 17-yard line. Gain of 10 and a first down for the Redmond. That's what you needed there, just something sure. He went to Javier Rhodes, the tight end, his first catch of the afternoon. Under a minute to go now in this first half. Lafayette McGarry in now at a tailback for the Redmond. He'll be the single back. Clark, the fullback, lined up in a wing to the right side, along with Javier Rhodes, the tight end. Clark in motion, the play action fake. Suchecki wants to throw, comes back over the middle, has Cobbs there, makes the catch and drops it. That's the 4th drop this afternoon for Cobbs. He was open over the middle. If he makes the catch, it's 6 for the Redmond. My goodness. Couldn't have thrown the ball any better by Suchecki. Cobbs will come out now. Boy, if he makes that reception, he beat his defender by a good 5 yards. He keeps angling to the left side and will take that all the way in. That was 6 points, folks. Suchecki now will hand it off. Lafayette McGarry bouncing off tackles, tries to get it out left side, runs it up to about the 18-yard line for a gain of 1. Bring up 3rd down, and Olivet will take their final timeout here.
3rd down and 9.
Nope, they'll keep the clock rolling here. They had stopped the clock momentarily. Now they'll run it down. I think Carthage content to let this one round. Suchecki will set them up at the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds to go here in the half. Carthage trailing 27-16. Suchecki will hand it off. And down goes Townsend, and that'll end our first half. So our first half in the books here in Kenosha. Olivet leading Carthage 27-16. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll recap the scoring drives for you and run down the numbers of this first half from beautiful Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Again, your halftime score, Olivet College 27, Carthage 16. Back in 2 minutes on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to midfield. Red Hot.
Philosophy of the football program is win the day, which is excelling to be your best in all areas every single day.
We're dream makers here. We fulfill dreams academically, athletically, and as a whole person. We have some of the best athletes. We have some of the best teams and probably have some of the best Division III athletic facilities in the country. All of this is trying to help students overcome challenges to help them prepare for those challenges that are going to face them the rest of their lives.
First and foremost, that they take their academics really serious. They're competitive people, and that they love football. If they are about those three things, they'll have a great experience at Carthage.
It's really intense, all the workouts that we do, and it's all for a reason, preparing you for life ahead after school.
My goals are that they become the best football player that they can become on the field. Off the field academically, I want them to graduate in 4 years and go on to be successful in whatever endeavor they try to go into.
Come in ready, mentally and physically. You show up ready and prepared, then you know that you're ready to play. They know you're ready to play, and then you'll eventually get the chance you deserve.
So if you're looking to play at the top level of Division III athletics, you won't find a better college.
John Weiser back with you at Art Keller Field in Kenosha on the campus of Carthage College. A beautiful Saturday afternoon here in southeast Wisconsin. Unfortunately, the score not reflective of the beauty of Mother Nature here today. Olivet leading Carthage by a score of 27-16. Well, the Redmond on the scoring drives here today. Carthage got on the board first as they took the opening kickoff, going 4 plays, 68 yards, capped off by the 44-yard pass from Bobby Suchecki, getting a start today, to James Cobbs from 44 yards out. Cobbs' first touchdown reception of the year. That made it 7-0. Olivet came right back, though, on the ensuing kickoff, going 70 yards in 13 plays. Braden Black going in from 9 yards out on a 4th and 2. The extra point was no good. That made it 7-6. Redmond holding a 1-point lead. Carthage added to that lead with 7:45 remaining in the first quarter. James Cobbs again, this time on the ground on a jet sweep from right to left. Took it in from 13 yards out on a 2-play, 27-yard drive. That made it 14-6 in favor of the Redmond. But Olivet came back from that point on. They've scored 14 unanswered. Started off with a weird ending to the first quarter as Carthage facing a 4th down, called timeout with 1 second left, punting out of the end zone, the north end zone, with the wind at their back, and it was the punter for the Redmond, Fred McCann, who called for a fake, was going to try and throw it over the middle. Unfortunately, didn't clear the up man that time, and it was deflected in the end zone and then caught by Jason Barboza. And that made it 19-14 with the extra point pending. Well, on the extra point attempt by Gunnar Aper, it was blocked and picked up by Terrence Allen. He ran it back 97 yards the other way for safety. So that made it 19-16 in favor of Olivet. Olivet got one more score in. It was a Chris Jones 1-yard run, capping off a 13-play, 63-yard drive midway through the second quarter. And Jones on the 2-yard, 2-point conversion made it 27-16. That's where we stand here at the end of one quarter. Once again, the Redmond moving the ball, but nothing to show for it here today as they were outgained in that first half, 236 yards to 125 yards of offense. Carthage, again, with a pretty good ground game, 18 carries for 68 yards on the ground. And passing today, Carthage with just 57 passing yards. However, the receivers with a case of the drops. I can count 4 times today that James Cobbs has dropped passes. He only has the 1 touchdown reception today, but could have had a lot more had he looked the ball in for the catch. So 236 yards of total offense for Olivet in that first half compared to 125 for the Redmond. Olivet with 16 first downs, Carthage with 6 in that first half. Time of possession easily in favor of Olivet. Just over 18 minutes of possession time to just over 10 minutes for Carthage. Olivet 5 of 9 on third downs, and that's where you look at drive extension. Carthage today 0 for 5, and if my memory serves me correctly, they are 2 for 18 now on third downs this season. So Redmond with some work to do on third down. And the one turnover, a costly one, that led to 6 points for Olivet on that intercepted pass. There were 2 interceptions thrown in the ball game officially, one by Suchecki and one by McCann, I should say, the punter for the Redmond. Individually for the teams here today, for the Carthage Redmond, Bobby Suchecki starting at quarterback today was 3 of 10 for 57 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception today for Suchecki. Running the football today, Lafayette McGarry with 4 carries for 26. London Townsend 10 carries for 18. Cobbs the 1 touchdown run for 13, and Tristan Peterson 3 carries for 11 yards so far. Receptions, Cobbs with 1, Rhodes with 1, Townsend with 1 reception on the day so far. Meanwhile for Olivet, Braden Black today 13 of 21, 153 yards. Had a long pass of 24 to Jason Barbosa. Barbosa today 5 receptions for 69 yards. Mitchell Bailey 3 catches for 31. Cornelius Sexton 3 for 20, and Kyle Bryson 1 for 22. Running the football today, Black 6 carries for a net of 30. Demoria Lilly injured late in the first quarter, has not returned. I saw him leaving the field on crutches today, so his day is done. Lilly today injured, only 8 carries for 28 yards. Chris Jones picking up the slack, 13 carries for a net of 21, and Jerome Wright 1 carry for 4 yards. Punting the ball today, Fred McCann 3 punts, a 41.3 yard average, 44 his long of the day. Ryan Anderson 2 punts, a long of 64, 1 inside the 20, a 54.5 yard average. Defensively out there for the Redmond, Richard Motter and Terrence Allen leading the team unofficially in tackles in that first half, each with 6. KJ Simpson and Will Fairchild with 5 apiece. On the other side, for the Olivet College, Curtis French leading the team with 3 tackles, 2 each for Garrett Reed and Tyler Gorby. Your score here at the half, Olivet, the Comets, leading the Redmen of Carthage 27-16. As we take a look at some of the other games going on in this MIAA CCIW Challenge this afternoon. Wheaton leading Adrian at the half down at Wheaton College by a score of 28-0. It's North Central now leading Trine 27-7. That game has just made it to halftime down at Naperville. So North Central, their first game of the season, they lead Trine 27-7, that game at the half. Also at the half down in Bloomington, Illinois Wesleyan leading Alma 21-14. Out to start the third quarter down in Bloomington this afternoon. About to start the third quarter at Elmhurst. It's the Blue Jays 13, Hope 7. 13-7, Elmhurst on top of Hope. That game about to start the third quarter. Also just underway third quarter. Albion leading Augustana 27-21. Sam Frasco today, 8 of 12 for 106 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for the Vikings. Frasco also with 11 carries for 135 yards this afternoon for Augustana. At the half in Chicago, St. Norbert leading North Park 21-10. And also at the half in Decatur now, Kalamazoo and Milliken knotted at 13 apiece. That gets you caught up to date both with the CCIW and MIAA Challenge. Elsewhere today in the Big Ten, Wisconsin romped all over Miami of Ohio today by a final of 58-0. Joel Stave today, 19 of 30 for 236 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ogun Bawali, leading rusher today for the Badgers, 16 carries for 112 yards and a touchdown. Taiwan Deal with 2 touchdowns rushing today as they held Corey Clements out with that leg injury today. And Ryan Wheelike with 6 catches for 79 yards and a pair of touchdowns today from Stave. So the Badgers roll today, even their record at 1-1, shutting out the Redhawks of Miami, 58-0, the final in that one. Other Big Ten scores today. Also finals, Michigan defeated Oregon State today, 35-7. And final now, Purdue evens their record at 1-1 after losing to Marshall last week. They come back and beat the Sycamores of Indiana State, 38-14. Lance Leopold, the new head coach at Buffalo, the former head coach at UW-Whitewater, about to experience something he didn't see very much of at Whitewater. As late in the fourth quarter, Penn State leading Buffalo 27-14. That game about to go final. So Penn State about to even their mark at 1-1. Games still in progress. Maryland and Bowling Green are tied at 20 apiece, late third quarter. And one other final today, Illinois shut out Western Illinois as the Illini defeat the Leathernecks by a score of 44-0. Other games today in the Big Ten, just underway, Rutgers and Washington State. Also just underway, Ohio State and Hawaii. Eastern Illinois is at Northwestern this afternoon. Minnesota is at Colorado State. Indiana under the lights tonight, hosting Florida International, and Iowa State later on this afternoon. Also, night game tonight, South Alabama taking on Nebraska. And the big game tonight, Michigan State, 5th-ranked Michigan State taking on 7th-ranked Oregon in East Lansing tonight. The nationally televised game going on ABC tonight at 7 o'clock. So your score here at the half, Carthage trailing Olivet 27-16. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll have more from Art Keller Field in Kenosha right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Halftime here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha on the campus of Carthage College. The Redmond trail the Comets of Olivet College 27-16. John Weiser with you. Looking at the Carthage athletic calendar today, women's soccer later on this afternoon as the women's soccer team will take on St. Norbert College. That game set to kick off around 5 o'clock or so this afternoon. The Lady Reds picking up their first win of the year, defeating Concordia yesterday by a score of 4-1 right here at Art Keller Field. Maggie Post with a pair of goals, and Maggie Wasilewski had the go-ahead goal. All of that coming in the second half for the Lady Reds as they go to 1-3 on the year, and they will take on St. Norbert College later on this afternoon. Down at Randall Oaks Golf Club in Dundee, Illinois, it's Coach Dave Rail and the men's golf team have the lead going into the second day of the 19-team Tim Kopka Memorial Tournament. Again, that down at Randall Oaks Golf Club in Dundee. Kyle Donovan of Carthage College and Nate Leach of the Redmond each shot an even par 71 and share the lead with two others, Zach Nash and Jarrett Simonson, both at 72, and Matt Manighetti also playing for the Redmond. And they're in that second day of that tournament, and the Redmond have the lead in that tournament. Dave Rail doing a nice job with that men's golf program. As we said, the Redmond football team will have a bye next week, so chance to regroup and get set for Lakeland College on the 26th. That's Saturday, September 26th will be our next broadcast at Lakeland College. We'll be in Howard's Grove for a 1 o'clock kick. We'll have that for you at 12:30 on WLIP and on the stream at WLIP.com. Then it's conference play starting October 3rd. It'll be homecoming Saturday here at Art Keller Field as the Redmond will host Illinois Wesleyan in a 1 o'clock kick on homecoming weekend. It'll be Hall of Fame weekend as well, as I think 7 people going into the Carthage Athletic Hall of Fame, including our own retiring sports information director, Steve Maravich. It'll be a fun evening there at here on campus for the Hall of Fame weekend and the homecoming weekend. Also, there's going to be a flag football tournament in memory of Tim Rux. It'll be once an ace, always an ace flag football tournament. So if you're a student listening in today and they're looking for teams to get that set up for you and take part in that, and we'll hope to have Tyler Prochnow on during the Lakeland broadcast. We'll get some more information from Tyler Prochnow. He's putting that all together here at Carthage College for that, try and make that an annual flag football event out here on the lawn behind the west bleachers here at Keller Field. That ought to be a fun afternoon, or fun morning, I should say, for that. Then the Redmond head to Elmhurst to take on the Blue Jays on October 10th. The 17th, they're back here for an evening game, our only night game of the year, hosting North Central. That'll be on October 17th, family weekend. And the Redmond make their first trip to Augustana in a couple years. It'll be our first opportunity to see the new football complex down at Augustana on October 24th. Then back-to-back home games, Halloween. Redmond will host Milliken in a 1 o'clock kick. Then they also host North Park on November 7th. And the season closes down November 14th at Wheaton College. Again, tickets for all home games available at the gate. $6 for adults, $3 for kids and senior citizens. As always, plenty of fun. The pep band, drum line, entertaining fans throughout the game here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Both teams have made their way up out of their respective locker rooms to begin our second half. Carthage trailing here by a score of 27-16. Olivet's going to get the ball to start our second half. Again, they will be without their running back, Demoria Lilly, injured in the first quarter on that second touchdown drive and left the ball game. He is on crutches on the far sideline for Olivet. So Chris Jones, the junior out of East Lansing, getting the bulk of the carries here. 13 carries for 21 yards in that first half. Again, the Redmond defensively on the ground have done a pretty good job. Haven't been able to force a turnover. They forced a couple of what they thought were fumbles, but Olivet players were ruled down by contact. So we'll see what transpires here in our second half. Again, the Redmond move the ball early. Just unable to get anything going since that second touchdown today, and they've been a victim of poor field position. Olivet had been able to turn the field on them, force them to start drives a couple of times inside their own 20 in that second quarter especially. So Ricky Klein out there to do the kicking for the Redmond. Carthage will go left to right here in this third quarter. Olivet will get the football right to left here. Saxton and Barbosa are standing inside the 10-yard line.
11-7 Barbosa. Ricky Klein to kick for the Redmonds.
So Klein has it teed up here. To my left, middle of the field, 35-yard line. And the wind blows the ball off the tee. Again, that wind has been gusting today at over 20 miles per hour out of the north-northwest. A hint of autumn today. Far cry from last week in De Pere. Boy, very light breeze, very humid. This feels more like football weather today as the kick by Riley will bounce and will go out of bounds. Ricky Klein's kick in front of Barbosa goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Not the way you want to start this second half. Give Olivet good field position here.
Olivet's elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down.
So kickoff going out of bounds will give the Comets good field position here to begin this second half. Braden Black, 13 for 21, 153 yards. As we mentioned, Jones, 13 carries for 21 yards. They're going to re-kick instead? They are going to re-kick. Well, my goodness.
Olivet has decided to make the Redmond re-kick with a 5-yard penalty.
So move the Redmond back 5 yards further. They think they're going to get a better shot at returning one here than taking the ball at the 35-yard line.
48. Ricky Klein is the
So
kick.
Klein once again will tee this one up. That's having confidence in the return game. Of course, last week they returned a kick. Barbosa did, Barbosa was the one that returned it 84 yards for a touchdown against Earlham last week. So Saxton and Barbosa now standing at their own 20-yard line. Klein won the kicking job, at least the place kicking job on the kickoffs. Dakota Bickers and McCann all in a battle for that position. And a better kick this time. They'll drive Barbosa all the way back to his own 12-yard line. Up the near sideline to the 20, 25, out across the 25 to the 30-yard line. Will it be wrapped up there? Down on special teams for the Redmond, Emmett Trost. In a battle for that linebacker, freshman out of
this time they'll drive
Elwood,
all the way
Illinois.
back to his own 12-yard line. Up the near sideline to the
First
20,
and 10 Comets at their own 30-yard line. So negative 5 if they would have taken the kick out of bounds. Here comes Braden Black, 13 of 21, 153 yards. Barbosa's favorite receiver, 5 catches for 69 yards in that first half. Jones will be the running back. Chris Jones out of East Lansing, Michigan, the single back, 3 receivers to the right. Redmond will rush 4. We'll set the defense for you here. Play action fake. They want to throw it right away. They do to the slot man down at the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Mitchell Bailey with the reception. Bailey, his 4th catch today. It'll be Allen, Pervin, Fry, and Laughlin up front for the Redmond. Linebacking core of Fairchild, Money, and Simpson. Secondary of Young, Motter, Garner, and Pauza. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for the Comets. Once again, Black quickly out, and it's picked up! Intercepted down the near sideline. Returning it all the way back for the Redmond for the score is Virgil Young! Young with the pick and the 6 the other way. Virgil Young, the 5'9 freshman out of Lake Forest High School, gets the first takeaway of the year for the Redmond and returns the interception for the touchdown. There's the spark we were looking for. It was picked off at the 41-yard line. It'll go as a 41-yard interception return for a pick 6 for the freshman Virgil Young. We got a player down in the back of the end zone for the Redmond. So Carthage gets the spark they were looking for, a defensive takeaway. And the injured player for the Redmond being helped off. That's bad news there. Chantrell Garner, I believe, is being helped off here. Not putting any weight, not walking off at all. We carried off the field here. Jake Denauer and the training staff will take a look at Garner. All conference a year ago. Let's hope that's not a serious injury. Redmond are going to go for 2 here following the interception return of 41 yards for Virgil Young. Townsend, the single back here on this 2-point conversion. Cobbs in motion. They'll hand it off to Cobbs. Cobbs trying to get the edge here on the near side. Breaks a tackle into the end zone for 2. Third time in the end zone today for Cobbs, this time for a 2-point conversion. Makes it 27-24. Olivet lead trimmed to 3. But how about Virgil Young? 41-yard interception return for the touchdown. And Carthage back in this one. Again, we're watching the replay. Pass was thrown inside. It was intended for Kyle Bryson. He cut outside, the pass thrown inside, and Virgil Young was standing right there, made the pick and ran it back 41 yards for the touchdown.
085-3167.
And for Black, that's his first pick thrown this year. Last week, 9 of 11 for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Carthage right back in there. Let's see if the defense gets inspired here. Head back out. Klein set to kick this one off. Sexton and Barbosa standing deep. And the run up by Klein. There's the kick. Barbosa going to let it fall. Goes through Barbosa. Did he touch it? No, the momentum of the ball took it in the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Klein's kick into the end zone for a touchback.
So it'll go as a touchback. Bring it out to the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Olivet at their own 25. Their lead trimmed to 3 on the 41-yard interception return for a touchdown for Virgil Young. Jones the single back. They'll stack 2 receivers to the right. Barbosa single receiver here to the near side. They'll give it to Jones. Tries to run it up the middle. Gets it across the 25 out to the 28-yard line for a gain of 3. Terrence Allen was there. Also Greg Money on the bottom of the pile for the Redmond. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Bryson back in there now as a wide out. He'll come here to the near side. Slot receiver near side is Cornelius Saxton. 2nd down and 7 from the Comet 28-yard line. Black wants to drop back and throw. Pump fakes, now cuts it upfield. Has some running room, will slide it down near the 1st down marker at the 35-yard line. So the slide at the 35 should be enough, but there's a penalty marker down in the backfield.
Penalty marker on the play.
Bob Fletcher, the referee, threw the flag. This one's coming back.
Holding on the offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
Left tackle Jacob Kramer, senior, 6'4", 285-pounder out of Gobles, Michigan, called for a hold. So we'll move it back to the 18-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 17. for the Comets. Just underway third quarter. Virgil Young intercepting a pass. The touchdown and 2-point conversion has cut the deficit to 3. Now big run by Jones across the 20 out to the 25-yard line, and a late marker down as well.
Penalty marker on the play.
Holding on the offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still second down.
Cornelius Pettit, the right tackle, with the flag that time. That's one thing Olivet had problems with last week. They were flagged 9 times for 60 yards in their win over Earlheim. So they've seen enough of the yellow laundry on the field here the first 2 weeks. 2nd and 23 now. Again, they'll try and run it up the middle. Jones again taking tacklers with him out to the 20-yard line before he's finally brought down. KJ Simpson was there, along with Dan Pauscher. Sets up a 3rd and 15 now for the Comets at their own 20-yard line. Again, Jones will line up as a single back to the left of the quarterback, Braden Black. 2 slots, 4 receivers going out. Black with time. Now under pressure, got past Terrence Allen. Tries to run it upfield, gets it out, throws it, completes. Here across the 45, and he is belted across the 45-yard line by Frankie Gazzano. Bryson able to hang on to that ball after taking a shot. Black on his feet that time. Stayed just enough behind the line of scrimmage to get that one away, and they pick up the first down. Out toward midfield. Jones again with the carry. Breaking tackles. Jones down the left sideline. 40, 35, and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. A penalty marker down. We have another holding call here. Might be their 3rd consecutive holding call here. Again, looking at that play, I'm not sure if... Looks like he might have just stayed behind the line of scrimmage there at the 20-yard line. Just kept his feet behind the line of scrimmage on that last pass completion. Barbosa called for the holding here on the near side, the single receiver.
First down and 6.
Got the first down, and one of those odd things in college football. They give you the play and then the holding tacked on at the end of it, so makes it a 1st and 6. Play action fake. Black rolling out to his right. Has some room. Black on the run. Black into the 3rd tier down to the 30-yard line.
Black carries to the 30-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a first down by Braden Black, the quarterback, on the scramble. That was a pure run all the way.
And an Olivet first down.
And finally pulled down from behind by the Redmond defender. New guy in there. That was Aso Bumba in there now, a freshman out of Urbana, Illinois. 1st and 10 Olivet. With time, Black over the middle, completes. And ball is out. Was it a fumble or an incompletion? Now they're going to roll it an incomplete pass. Barbosa
Black's pass intended for number 7.
looked like he made a football movement with it. Let's take a look.
2nd down, 10 from the 30.
Passes in. And he started running with that ball. I don't know if he juggled it, but it got... Motter was able to strip him of that football. It'll go as an incomplete pass, but again, that's a very close play to being a fumble. 2nd time Motter has done that. Now Jones around the left side, tackled from behind. Good chase that time by the defense. Greg Money able to chase him down from behind. He saw it all the way, just went stalking down the line of scrimmage, did Money. Stopped him for a 1-yard gain. Once again now, Olivet facing 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. Early 3rd quarter, 27-24, Comets leading the Redmond. Ball at the Carthage 28-yard line, 3rd and 9, Olivet. Black wants to throw, goes over the middle, and is broken up, incomplete. Nice job out there once again by Joey Pausa. Able to knock that one away from the Olivet receiver.
Brings up 4th down.
Able to get a hand in there and knock it away. So now 4th and 9 from the Redmond 28. They will go for it here on 4th down. Olivet today 1 of 2 on 4th down conversions. 3 receivers here to the left. Play fake to Jones. They come back right side. Broken up by Pausa. Incomplete. Stepped in front again of Jason Barbosa. Joey Pausa has played an outstanding ball game here today, defending the senior receiver in Barbosa. He anticipated that pass, got the inside position, and knocked it away. About the 4th time today, Pausa has knocked that one away. There is a penalty marker down. Now, it was a late flag. My goodness.
Defensive holding, 34 defense. Gets an eligible pass receiver. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
I'll tell you what, that's a rough call on Pausa. They've allowed the receivers to go down the field in hand-to-hand combat much of the afternoon, and on that play, they call Pausa for the hold. Mike Jigger not happy at all with that call, so it takes him out of 4th down and possession, gives the possession back to Olivet. Black trying to keep it. Black going to be buried inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line. Motter was there.
Black carries for a gain of a yard.
So he got past the blitzing linebacker Simpson that time. Tried to fight Motter off. Motter was able to bring him down along with some help from Pete Laughlin. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 18-yard line. And that was a very, very late flag thrown by the side judge on that far sideline. Keep this drive alive for Olivet. Black going to throw it over the middle. It is broken up, incomplete. Trying to go over the middle that time. Looking for Travis Lankard. Sophomore out of Battle Creek was broken up back there. It was Charles Sykes back there who working defensively for the Redmond. So 3rd and 9. Ball at the Redmond 18-yard line. Clock stopped. 9:43 to go, 3rd quarter. Carthage trailing 27-24. Play fake. Black going over the middle. It is through the receiver's hands. Incomplete. Dominic Gibbons, the tight end, trying to go over the middle. Could not hang on to it. Was led nicely. Motter was right with him, and Gibbons couldn't make the catch. And once again, facing 4th and 9, Olivet will go for it. 2 for 3 this afternoon on 4th down conversions, the last one aided by a late penalty. So 4th down and 9, Black rolling to his left. Now wants to come back, throws it right, man wide open. Gibbons makes the catch, touchdown Olivet. Sold out everything to the left side. They left the tight end all alone. He released off the line of scrimmage, was chased by Laughlin. Gibbons had all day to wait for that football at the 10-yard line and tiptoed his way in for the touchdown. Olivet 33, Carthage 24, the extra point pending. Great play call by the offensive staff for Olivet. Zone blocking, everybody, the line going to the left. Black rolling to the left, and Gibbons, the tight end who dropped that pass earlier, had all day to make the catch and go into the end zone on the far right side. Black will go for 2. Play fake to Jones, wants to throw it out, makes the catch in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. As making the catch there, Andre Houston for the 2-point conversion. And Olivet now leads by a score of 35-24 with 9.5 minutes to go here in our 3rd quarter. So 13 plays, 75 yards, aided by a couple of penalties, defensive holding on Pausa, the big one on 4th down that kept this drive alive. And that's the way the breaks have been going for the Redmond this year. They made a mistake, and Olivet made them pay. Looked like they got a stop, would have got the ball back. Instead, it turns out to be 8 points for Olivet. A touchdown and the 2-point conversion. 35-24 Olivet. Givens with the 18-yard touchdown reception on 4th and 9. And let's see the Redmond come right back here. As this kick will be taken by Peterson at the 10. Left side 20, up the left numerals 30. Breaking tackles. Out near the 30-yard line is Peterson. And a late penalty marker thrown as the Redmond will be guilty here of a personal foul.
There is a penalty marker on the play.
Redmond starting to lose their composure here a little bit as Seth McDormand, who ought to know better, he's a junior, been in this program, played all 3 years.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, 49 from the kicking team, 15-yard added to the end of the run. First down.
That's going to go against Olivet. It's going to go against Olivet here, I believe. Bob Fletcher said it was against, I thought it was on Seth McDormand.
Correction was on the receiving team, not the kicking team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
There you go. It's pretty obvious McDormand was in at the end of the play. A 15-yard penalty will move it back half the distance from the 30-yard line down to the 15. So once again, the Redmond will start a drive inside their own 20. Suchecki will come out for the Redmond. It's been all Bobby Suchecki today. He's thrown a pair of interceptions today. Thrown one interception. The other was by McCann, the punter, in the end zone. Now Townsend on the carry, coming around the near side. Across the line of scrimmage, spins out of a tackle across the 20, out to the 22-yard line. Good, strong 7-yard run that time by London Townsend. Breaking tackles in his wake. Walter Love finally brought him down, along with Zechariah Jenkins. So a 7-yard pickup by Townsend. Sets up a 2nd and 3 at the Redmond 23. Carthage trailing now 35-24 with 8:50 to go, third quarter. Again, Townsend the single back. Bazorek in motion. They'll roll Suchecki to his right. Throws right behind Cobbs, off Cobbs' right hand, and it flex out of bounds, incomplete. Cobbs well covered on the play that time by Billy Kirkendall. Cobbs is 5 drops now today for Cobbs, but pass was thrown behind him. Quickly now it becomes 3rd down and 3. Redmond this afternoon on 3rd down, not very good. 1 for 7 on 3rd downs today. So Suchecki with an empty backfield. Cobbs in motion. They fake to Cobbs. They'll run Suchecki up the left side. He'll get the first down and more. Check that. That's Anselmo in quarterback. Anselmo, his first play of the game from scrimmage, and this time it's a run, and he'll pick up the first down. So Nick Anselmo back in there now at quarterback. Runs it up the left side, gets the first down out to the 34-yard line. He'll stay in there now. Cobbs will line up in the backfield. And Zelmo fakes the option. He'll keep it. Zelmo across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. Making the stop defensively, Walter Love the third. Good tackle, open field tackle that time on Anselmo at the 41-yard line. Gain of 8, second down, or gain of 7, I should say, 2nd down and 3. Now Suchecki back in there at quarterback. 4 receivers, 2 slots either side. Suchecki comes back, completes to Cobbs, and again drops it. had it in his hands and dropped it. Cobbs has had a rough afternoon. He will come out. Kirkendall was on the coverage. So 3rd and 3 at the 41-yard line. Cobbs will come out. In for him is Eddie Miklich. Miklich, the freshman out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. He will line up with Hines here on the near side. Bazorek and Lemon to the far side. Now hand it off. McGeary. Lafayette McGeary. Across the 42. He's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Zach Grock making the play. Gropp, I should say, an inside linebacker with the tackle. So 4th down, the Redmond will go for it here on 4th down. And now a timeout being taken here by Olivet. Exactly 7 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter, 35-24. Olivet leading Carthage College. Elsewhere in the CCIW MIAA Challenge. They're now in the 4th quarter down at Wheaton. The Thunder rolling over Adrian 35-0. North Central leading Trine 34-7. That game midway through the 3rd quarter. Illinois Wesleyan, after a slow start, starting to pull away from Elma now. They're in the 4th quarter. Wesleyan 35, Elma 14. Elmhurst and Hope in a nice battle down at Elmhurst. 11 minutes to go, 4th quarter. The Blue Jays leading the Flying Dutchman 13-7. That game in the 4th. Beauty going on down in Rock Island. Albion leading Augustana 40-35. That game still in the 3rd quarter. Kalamazoo and Milliken knotted up at 13 apiece. 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter down in Decatur. St. Norbert leading North Park 28-17. That game late 3rd quarter. 4th and 1 for the Redmond. And Zelmo at quarterback here. He and Suchecki have alternated here in this drive. And Zelmo wants to throw. Comes back to Hines. He'll make the catch across the 47-yard line. That'll be enough for a Redmond first down. Marcus Hines with the reception. Little diving grab just across the 47-yard line. We'll give him progress to the 48. 1st and 10, Redmond at their own 48. Hines here to the near side. Lemon to the far side. Suchecki in under center. Single back is Peterson. The fullback Clark in motion. Play fake to Peterson. They'll throw it out, and it's behind Clark. And it's incomplete. Ball hit the turf as he tried to haul it in. Looking for the fullback, Mark Clark. He was there. Pass was just thrown behind Clark. If he just tries to lead him a little bit, it would have been a good gainer there. Alexander Lemon will split to the right side. Bazorek in a slot left side. Single receiver to the near side is Hines. Peterson the single back. Suchecki will work from the pistol. He'll give it off to Peterson. Met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Coming in clean that time, Justin Madar, the junior defensive end, came in clean from that right defensive end spot to throw Peterson down for a loss. Bring up a 3rd and 13 with 6:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Carthage trailing by 11. Bazorek now will line up here to the near side. 3 receivers near side, Cobbs, Bazorek, and Hines. Lemon, the single receiver, out to the left side. Throw it on the break, and it's broken up, incomplete. Looking for Hines. With him step for step, Trevor Garbo, the inside linebacker. He had the coverage on Hines, the slot receiver. Again, that pass thrown behind Hines. Now Anselmo back in on this 4th down play. 4th and 13. They need the Olivet 42-yard line for the first down. From the Redmond 45, empty backfield. Clark, the tight end, moving to the near side. Anselmo will quick kick this one. It's an end-over-end kick. It will bounce and roll inside the 20 and will die at the 18-yard line. Just a 27-yard punt, but effective as it will go inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. With 5:33 to go, third quarter, Olivet will get the ball back, leading by a score of 35-24. So the only score for the Redmond here in the second half, the Virgil Young 41-yard interception return for a touchdown early here in the third quarter. That made it 27-24, but touchdown and the two-point conversion for Olivet added to the lead as Jones moves the pile forward out to the 25-yard line for a pickup of 7.
Second down and 3 from the 25.
Second and 3. Money able to bring him down, but not before he rips off 7. Jones replacing Lilly today. For just joining us, those folks on the stream out in Michigan, Lilly was injured early in the first quarter. Has not returned. Jones again stopped for a gain of 1. Money was there. Stop him for a gain of 1. Bring up 3rd and 2. Money with some help from Cedric Fry that time. So 3rd and 2 from the 26. Jones the single back. 2 receivers here to the near side. Play fake by Black. He pulls it back. Lost his shoe and he'll go down. Terrence Allen with the sack back at the 15-yard line. Trying to make a cut that time was Black right out of his own shoe. Lost his right shoe as he tried to plant. Allen just fell on top of him for an easy sack back at the 15-yard line. Well, you got the stop. Now you get the ball back here.
Ryan Anderson is in the kick.
Ryan Anderson to punt. 2 punts today, 54-yard average along a 64. Tommy Bazorek standing deep to receive, and the Redmond nearly get the block, and they run into the kicker. Bazorek will make the fair catch back at the 25-yard line, but we've got a running into the kicker if it's a personal foul as well. Yeah, my goodness. No need to do that. They're going to call personal foul, roughing the punter. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. You're going to get the ball in a good spot. You got to know when to back off. You can see there were 3 Redmond players that broke in on that punt. And again, we've talked about it the last couple weeks, the mistakes. Redmond just not that good enough to overcome these types of mistakes. You had the holding call on 4th down and 9 that kept the drive alive, that got Olivet in the end zone here earlier in the quarter. This time they'll run their own version of the jet sweep. With it is the receiver around the far side, and big gain down the far sideline. Andre Houston, the freshman out of Bay City, out of bounds near the 49-yard line, a 19-yard pickup on the jet sweep. He'll get it again. Houston again, tripped up, fumble the ball, it's out! Picked up by the Redmond. Carthage with the fumble recovery. They stripped the freshman Houston of it. It was Money who was there, and it looks like with the football was Virgil Young once again. He and Money were there. Money jarred the ball out, and Young was able to cover it up. We'll take another look. Houston coming around the right side. That's his gain, the big gain before. That's the play earlier. But I think it was Money who knocked it out. It was recovered by Virgil Young. Right there, Money forced it out. and it was covered up by the Redmond. Second takeaway today by Carthage. They get the ball back at the Olivet 47-yard line. 3:28 to go, third quarter. Redmond trail 35-24. So be Suchecki at quarterback, Townsend the single back. Hines in motion. They're going to go over the middle, looking for Cobbs. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle inside the 20. He'll take it in for the touchdown. How about that? James Cobbs, 47 yards for the touchdown. The turnover pays in points. Cobbs, who's been dropping passes all day long, hauled that one in, broke a tackle at the 20, and took it in for the score. His third touchdown this afternoon for James Cobbs, his second touchdown reception of the day. He ran one in from 13 yards earlier. And Carthage to within 5, and they will go for 2. And Zelmo in will empty the backfield. They move Townsend out to the wide out left side. They bring Cobbs back in. They'll run option. And Zelmo will keep it. And Zelmo spinning to the goal line, gets it in for 2. Nick Anselmo for the 2-point conversion, and the Redmond are to within 3, 35-32 with 3:18 to play. They get the fumble recovery, and the next play, Suchecki able to hit Cobbs for the 47-yard touchdown strike, and Anselmo's 2 pulls the Redmond to within 3. Well, it's been the defense here in the second half. Virgil Young with the 41-yard interception and the fumble recovery. So Carthage hanging with Olivet here. A team picked to finish third in the MIAA this year. A team that's been on the rise the last couple years. You look at last year, they finished 3-3 in the league, and I think they lost their last 3 games on the 3 of those games were decided on the very final play. Saxton and Barbosa awaiting the kick, and it's on its way. It's a short kick. It'll bounce around. Barbosa will pick it up at the 15, circles back across the 20, cuts it back right side, and it'll get buried just across the 25-yard line. The return by Barbosa out to the 26-yard line. Nick Gansky, sophomore linebacker on special teams out of New Berlin Eisenhower High School, makes the stop for the Redmond. So back to work here for the lunch bucket defense here. 3:12 to go, third quarter. Carthage back to within 3. 35-32. Black will work from the gun. Wants to come back near side. Ball is broken up, incomplete, looking for Barbosa. Once again, Pausa able to knock it away. Pausa has played an outstanding game today. Out on that island, again with that position change, that's Matter's old position. Richard Matter, the junior, moved to safety, and that's Pausa, the sophomore. Been with Barbosa all afternoon. Jones with the call. Up the middle, big haul across the 35-40. Out to midfield into Redmond territory and brought down from behind at the Carthage 41-yard line. Frankie Graziano, the freshman out of Roselle, Illinois, finally brought him down. Gain of 22 and a first down, and a nice rip by Jones, the backup running back in place of Lilly. Demoria Lilly injured back in the first quarter. Black again, a hitch and a go. And he'll throw it away. Incomplete into the near sideline.
Black's pass intended for Barbosa, incomplete.
Looking for Barbosa, just ran straight down the field. It was a hitch and go, and once again, Pausa was with Barbosa step for step. Didn't buy on the little hitch and go that time. 2nd and 10, the ball at the Redmond 42-yard line. Timeout taken by Olivet. Gives us a chance to run down some more scores here. Wheaton adding to the rub down on Adrian now. It's 42-0. Wheaton on top of Adrian. North Central drubbing Trine 41-7. Wesleyan, Illinois Wesleyan, a 42-14 lead. 8.5 minutes to go in Bloomington. Down in Elmhurst, the Blue Jays cling to a 6-point lead. Elmhurst 13, Hope 7. Albion and Augustana in a barn burner. Augie has now come back to take a 2-point lead, 42-40. Early fourth quarter. Also in the fourth now, St. Norbert leading North Park 28-17. Kalamazoo has taken a 3-point lead over Milliken, 16-13. Hornets on top of the Big Blue. So 2nd and 10 for Olivet at the Redmond 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Single receiver Barbosa here on the near side. And it's Black going to be the keep. Black getting up the middle. Now cuts it left side, 35-30 down the near sideline and out of bounds. Just across the Redmond 24-yard line. Black with an 18-yard run. And out of bounds at the Redmond 24. Started right, then cut it back. And again, arm tackling, not going to bring this guy down. Black's pretty well built. 6'3", 210 out of Battle Creek, Michigan. At the 24-yard line. Jones breaking tackles inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line where he's wrapped up there. Gazzano again able to bring him down, but a gain of 14 and a 1st and goal now inside the 10-yard line for Olivet.
1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
So from just inside the 10, it'll be 1st and goal at the 9. Black will hand it off to Jones. Jones met in the backfield and dropped for a loss back at the 11-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
2nd down and goal from the 10.
In there for the Redmond, Rocco Zaccaro. As Pervin comes out, Dan Pauscher in now at a defensive tackle position for the Redmond. 2nd and goal. Ball back at the 10-yard line. 4 receivers. Givens in a slot to the right side. Mitchell Bailey in a slot here to the left side. Looking left, throwing left, looking for Barbosa. It's thrown behind him, incomplete. Once again, Pausa right on top of Barbosa. Or Bryson, excuse me. It was Kyle Bryson, the single receiver here on the near side. But excellent coverage by Pausa once again. Stops the clock, minute 20 to go, 3rd quarter. Jones the single back, same formation here. 2 by 2. Again they look left, again they throw that way. Catch is made, but it's out of bounds. Somehow, Bailey made the catch with Pausa draped all over him, but he caught it out of bounds. So 4th and goal from the 10. This is the game changer right here. Down by 3, 35-32. Redmond trail here. Olivet at the Carthage 10-yard line. 4th and goal from the 10. Need a stop. Black will work from the pistol. Has Jones single back in the backfield. Going double wing here. And Carthage will take a timeout, a formation they have not seen today. So the Redmond take the timeout. So Dustin Haas wants to discuss this over, along with Mike Jigger, the head coach. Haas, the defensive coordinator. And Chantel Garner injured on that Virgil Young interception return for a touchdown is out of the ball game today. He's on crutches as well. He has an ankle and a boot. That is not good news for the Redmond. Defense needs a stop here. See what Olivet does. They had that play earlier where they ran everybody to the left side. It looked like it was going to be a bootleg left, and then Black stopped and threw it right to Givens, who was wide open at the 10-yard line. This time they go 3 wide to the right side. Single receiver here to the near side is Bailey. Bryson and Givens here to the near side now. Empty backfield on 4th and goal from the 10. Black under pressure, spins away, throws it over the middle. It is caught. Back of the end zone, touchdown, Olivet. Mitchell Bailey somehow kept his feet in bounds. He was under the goalpost, past the left upright, kept his feet in. He was very close to coming down out of bounds, but got his feet in clearly for the touchdown. Credit Black to keep that play alive. Just enough footwork back there to get away from a couple of Redmond defenders. So lead now out 41-32. They will try for the extra point. Apper. Ball down. Kick is up. Kick is good. Just inside the left upright. 10-point lead once again for Olivet. 42-32 with 1:08 to go here in this third quarter. So Olivet able to capitalize and a couple of Redmond mistakes once again. And they convert on 4th down.
87, Gunnar Burr.
I love the philosophy by their head football coach over there at Olivet. Yes. They do not give in. They just go right at it. This is a kick that will bounce on one hop to Peterson up the near sideline across the 10, 20, breaks a tackle 25, out across the 30, out to the 35-yard line before Peterson is wrestled down. Once again, Curtis French on special teams down to make the tackle, but a good return for Peterson out to the Redmond 35-yard line. Now Carthage with some room to work. French has had a good afternoon today, making tackles. Among the leaders out there right now at special teams. It'll be Suchecki coming out at quarterback for Carthage. Townsend will be the single back. Hines and Cobbs the receiver. Javier Rhodes the tight end. Line up here on the near side. They'll bring Bazarek in now as a slot receiver left side. Hines in motion to the left. Suchecki, two-step drop, wants to throw. Wide receiver screen. Bazorek makes the catch across the 35, out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 2.
Suchecki's pass is complete to Bazorek.
So just a short gain on, they're trying to set up a wide receiver screen, but a nice job by the Andrew Paps, the defensive tackle. Stayed home that time and made the play. Just a short gain of 2. Clock rolling, 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Suchecki will work from the pistol. Play fake to Townsend, rolls right, throws right, looking for Bazorek, but well overthrown, incomplete over his head, not out of bounds on the near sideline. Looking for Bazorek, who was trying to fight that son, looking back as well. Bazorek was lined up in a slot here to the right side, and Suchecki just hurried that one, threw that, never got his feet set, and that one sailed. So 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Redmond facing a 3rd down and 7. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Play fake to McGarry. And pass is nearly picked off. It's knocked down, incomplete. Trevor Garbo knocked it down looking for Marcus Hines. Out near midfield running a skinny post pattern that time off the near receiver spot. Ball was underthrown, and Suchecki couldn't quite get it up over the linebacker that time. So 4th down, backfield empty. 2 tight ends and 3 receivers going out here for the Redmond. This will be Anselmo in here now. He quick kicked before from this spot. He'll do the same thing here. And gets a nice roll inside the 25. Still rolls and will roll dead at the 19-yard line. As the third quarter clock comes to zeros here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. 3 quarters in the books. Your score, Olivet 42, Carthage 32. Back after the 60 break on AM 1050 WLIP. Our fourth quarter begins with Braden Black on a run to the far side. Had the ball stripped but was sharp enough to fall on it back at the 19-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the play. 2nd and 16. John Weiser back with you at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Redmond trail by 10 here as we begin the fourth. Olivet going left to right here. Jones with the carry up the left side, across the 15, out to the 17-yard line. Pickup of about 3 on the play. Money off the bottom of that pile. So 3rd and 13. Once again, the Redmond Olivet 6 of 14 on 3rd down, 3 of 4 on 4th downs today, and one of those 4th downs, a penalty that extended their first touchdown drive of the third quarter. Black again will work from the pistol. Drops back. Has time. Over the middle. Pass is caught across the 25 out to the 27-yard line, short of the first down. Barbosa making a diving catch coming across. He was lined up in a slot left side, coming all the way across. Made a diving catch at the Redmond 28-yard line, but it's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. Now they're in punt formation. Got to be sharp for a fake here. Ryan Anderson, 6'3" sophomore, into punt. It's a high snap. Left footer gets this one away. It's a low end-over-end kick. Redmond will get away from it. Let it roll inside the 30, dead at the 25-yard line of the Redmond. 47-yard punt, most of that on the ground by Ryan Anderson, and so it'll be Carthage ball at their own 25-yard line. We're early in the fourth. Redmond down 10, 42-32. One final in already. Elmhurst has defeated Hope today, 13-7. Albion has gone back on top of Augustana, 53-49. North Park has taken a late lead over St. Norbert, 31-28, with 1:45 remaining in that one. And Kalamazoo leads Milliken 16-13. 5 minutes to go in Decatur. McGarry, Lafayette McGarry across the 35, out to the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup for the freshman Lafayette McGarry. And a first down for the Redmen. So it'll be 1st and 10 Redmen at their own 40-yard line. Bazorek will stay in as a slot receiver here to the right side. Alexander Lemon split out to the right side. Hines and Cobbs here to the near side. McGarry the single back. Suchecki at quarterback. We'll give it to McGarry again. Picks his way across the line, breaks the tackle 45-50. Still on his feet and wrestled down at the 46 of Olivet. 16-yard scamper that time for the freshman Lafayette McGarry. And we got a player down for Olivet. Curtis French slow to get up. Looks like he had his bell rung pretty good on that play as he's walking off. Got that spaghetti legs look as he's being helped off. Took a pretty good shot in there. Let's hope he's okay as he's walking it off to the far sideline. They already lost Demoria Lilly today, their running back, with a leg injury. It'll be 1st and 10 Redmond here at the Olivet 46-yard line. Lafayette McGarry gets him set up here. Now Peterson in as the tailback for the Redmond. And Peterson will get the carry on the stretch play around the right side, inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line with a penalty marker down. Came from the referee. This one's going to come back for a hold. Good run by Peterson as he was finally wrestled down by Zechariah Jenkins.
On the offense, number 54, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Cam Cotter, the guilty party for the Redmond, 6'3", 270-pound tackle, called for the hold. So it'll set up a 1st and 20 at the Redmond 44-yard line for Carthage. Cobb's the single receiver to the right. Bazorek in a slot left side along with Hines. Now Cobb's in motion to the left. Peterson the single back. Suchecki will swing it out to Cobbs. Cobb's getting a block from Bazorek. Cobb's trying to get to midfield, and he is leveled short of midfield. Walter Love III gets called for the flag, and he might be flagged for a taunt. He took Cobbs down and stood up, did the old chest pumping on top of Cobbs, and I think he'll be called for the taunting. Made a nice stop.
After the play was over with, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 4, taunting. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
That's exactly the call there, and that was the right call. That's something that college football seriously needs to clean up. Too much of that on Saturday afternoon. So the penalty, 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting after Cobbs made the reception, moves the football down to the Olivet 36-yard line. 11:23 to go in the game. 42-32, Redmond trail by 10. Hines in motion to the right. The give is to Peterson. Peterson breaks a tackle inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line is Tristan Peterson. And a nice run that time.
2nd and 6 at the 32.
Gain of about 4. Getting a piece of him through the line of scrimmage just to knock him off stride a bit was Andrew Pabst again, the senior defensive tackle. 2nd and 6 from the Olivet 32. 2-by-2 receivers here, 2 on each side. So Checky will hand it off. This is Townsend, tries the middle, now try to cut it outside, nothing doing. Pulled down by French, who's back in there. Curtis French, who left earlier, back in there. That's a good sign for the Comets. Townsend tried to take it up the middle, then tried to dance his way around the left side and got pulled down for a loss. 3rd and 9 facing the Redmond here at the Olivet 35-yard line. Miklish and Hines split to the near side. Bazorek and Lemon to the far side. They'll come back. They'll make the catch. Miklish inside the 30 down to the Olivet 25-yard line. Very close to a first down. In fact, it is enough for a first down. A gain of 10 on the first reception of the afternoon for Eddie Miklish, the freshman out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. So 1st and 10 Redmond at the Olivet 25. 9:40 to go here in the 4th. Carthage down 10. Townsend the single back. Suchecki at quarterback. Bazorek in motion now to the right. He'll take the handoff. Tommy Bazorek, the freshman, tries to cut it back up right side. Is met by a linebacker and somehow hung on to that football. Again, Jenkins was there defensively. But as Bazorek broke free, got around Cody Ross, then tried to cut it at the hash mark. Still hung on to that ball as both Love and Jenkins were there for the Comets. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 from the 23. Again, Townsend the single back. Miklish the single receiver here to the near side. Rhodes and Clark lined up left side with Clark now in motion. Give us to Townsend. Townsend trying to get left side, and he's stacked up short of the 20-yard line. London Townsend finding the rough sledding here on the run. They have really bottled him up. Just got across the line of scrimmage before he got planted that time by Zachariah Gropp. So 3rd and 5 from the 20. Suchecki play action fake, looking right, throwing over the middle, ball is tipped and incomplete. And looking for Marcus Hines that time, was tipped by the defender. Actually overled Hines by a few steps that time. Hines kind of slow to make the cut that time toward the skinny post route that he ran. And down 10, I think the Redmond are going to try and take points here. They will go for a field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt, middle of the field, wind at the back. Lance Unland will attempt this field goal. Snap is down, the kick is blocked. It is blocked, and picking it up, circling out of the backfield is Walter Love. Love will return it out across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. The snap was snapped behind Piles, I believe, who is the long snapper, but we also have a penalty marker down on that far sideline. The snap was behind the holder, Hines. He had to grab it off his right hip, put it down, and it was a low trajectory that was blocked at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was Andrew Pabst once again. We got a hand on it to block.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, 27 of the defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
So unsportsmanlike conduct, the call. Curtis French whistled for that. It'll be 1st and 10 Olivet. They'll move it all the way back to the 13-yard line. With 7:53 remaining, and the Comets holding a 10-point lead. They give it to Jones. Jones running it up the middle, cuts it left side across the 20 out to the 23-yard line, a 10-yard run for Chris Jones. The junior out of East Lansing pressed into heavy duty here this afternoon due to the injury to Demoria Lilly. Give him 11 as he took the defender for the Redmond Pete Laughlin for a little bit of a ride that time. So 1st and 10 at the 24. Now Olivet can burn some clock. There's such a high-octane offense trying to nurse a 10-point lead here. They'll hand it off. Jones again. Lowers his head across the middle. This time he's wrapped up. Laughlin was there at the bottom of that pile for the Redmond, along with Greg Money. It'll be a pickup of 3 that time for Jones. Laughlin right in there to wrestle him down. So 2nd down and 7 from their own 27-yard line. 3 receivers here to the near side. Again, they'll hand it off, trying to run left side. The helmet comes off of Jones as he was hit at the line of scrimmage. He will have to come out for one play. Brought down again by Money with some help from Cedric Fry.
3rd down and 5 from the 29.
Check that, Laughlin was there along with Money. So 3rd down and 5. Well, that's been the bane of the Redmond here today. Olivet 6 of 14 on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Black wants to pass. Now on the scramble, Black gets away, dumps it down the field, and he threw it away. Down the sideline was the receiver in the area. Don't see any flags here. He got it beyond the line of scrimmage. Throwing that one away. Could make the case for a grounding call there, but he got it across the line of scrimmage. So Ryan Anderson into punt. And now whistle stopping play here. Carthage wants to take a timeout. 2nd timeout of the half here for the Redmond. They have only one left, down 10. Taking a timeout here on special teams. I don't know, were they short a player here, or they're going to go for punt block? Mike Jigger saw something there. Well, the next football game here at Keller Field will be homecoming Saturday, October 3rd, when the Redmond entertain Illinois Wesleyan. It'll be the next home game here at Keller Field for the Redmond. They'll have a bye week next week and then a road game the following week up at Lakeland College. Our final meeting with Lakeland in a long-running series with the Muskie. So Ryan Anderson will get this one away into the wind. Fair catch signaled for by Bazoric and made at the 38-yard line.
At the 38, Redmond 1st and 10. At the Carthage 38-yard line.
A 35-yard punt into the wind, caught by Bazoric at the 38-yard line. So now the Redmond, with only one timeout left, 5:56 to go, they trail by 10. St. Norbert has come back now with 22 seconds left to take a 4-point lead over North Park, 35-31. As the direct snap taken by Townsend, London Townsend across the 40, 45, and out of bounds short of midfield. London Townsend taking a direct snap and a wildcat that time. They'll mark him out at the 48-yard line. That'll be enough for a Redmond first down, and more importantly, Townsend getting out of bounds, stopping the clock with 5:49 to play. Suchecki now rolling to his right, throwing it downfield, looking for Marcus Hines. Hines, he couldn't come up with it, incomplete. Hines, who got behind the defense inside the 20-yard line. The ball just sailed on a good heave by Suchecki. Again, didn't get his feet set. That ball sailed just over the fingertips of Marcus Hines inside the 15-yard line. Tried to double cover him that time, but Hines got past the defense. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Lafayette McGarry, the single back. Bazorek lined up in a slot here to the near side. Overthrow Cobbs, well overthrown, incomplete. Again, Suchecki thrown off at back foot that time. Couldn't get the pass completed to Cobbs. He was there. And quickly now 3rd and 10 for the Redmond. Again, they trail by 10 here. We're late in the 4th quarter. Just joining us, Redmond getting an interception return for a touchdown here in this second half. Cobbs with a 3rd touchdown of the day, a touchdown reception. Suchecki rolling right, throwing. Cobbs makes a catch inside the 30, down at the 28-yard line. What a catch! 24-yard pickup and a first down for Cobbs. So he'd been dropping passes all day. Suchecki rolling right between 3 different defenders. Cobbs comes up with it inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Redmond at the 28 of Olivet. Suchecki's moved this team around. Perhaps the Redmond have found a starting quarterback. It would be an interesting bye week, to say the least. Bazorek lined up in a slot here near side. Play action fake. Suchecki going over the middle, and Bazorek was the intended target, thrown low and away from him, incomplete. He was double teamed as well. Down there deep was Reed and Love. So 2nd and 10 from the 28. Rhodes will come out, as does Tristan Peterson. Lemon will come in now as a wide out to the right side. They'll go 3 receivers near side: Cobbs, Bazorek, and Hines. Single back is Townsend. Suchecki will work from the pistol. He'll empty the backfield on Townsend. They try to throw it. It is deflected and it's intercepted. It was batted down, then picked up immediately by one of the linemen for Olivet. Ross makes the pick. And the Redmond turn it over, and Olivet now, with a 10-point lead, gets the ball back with 4:49 remaining. Suchecki was going to send London Townsend out and then try and throw it over the middle, but it was too low. It was deflected at the line of scrimmage. And then picked off by Cody Ross, the defensive end, the senior out of Mendon, Michigan. Third interception thrown today by the Redmond. Second by Suchecki, and now Jones with the carry up the left side. Jones moving the pile out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. Another 10-yard rip and a first down, and that may have just broken the spirit here of the Carthage Redmond. Gazzano was there finally to bring him down, but not after a 10-yard rip. Clock continues to roll here under 4.5 minutes to go. Redmond trail by 10. Olivet with the ball. Black now from the pistol will hand it off to Jones again, trying to go up the middle. Nothing there. Stumbles forward, may have gotten a yard. That's it. Stacked up nicely by the middle of that Redmond defense. Money, Laughlin. Also in there for Carthage, Patrick Pervin. A nice job stacking them up. The time and enemy now, and Redmond with just one timeout remaining. 3:40 and ticking. Play clock down to 10 seconds. 2nd down and 8 from their own 48. Jones again lowers his head up the middle, and again he is stacked up. Nothing there at all. Money along with Cedric Fry. So 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Comets. And again, the Redmond with just that one timeout left have to be judicious with it. Ball at midfield here on 3rd down and 6. Black along with Jones in the backfield. They'll give it to Jones again. Picks his way through, and he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down near the 45-yard line, about a yard shy. So stopped at the 45-yard line. Will set up a 4th and 1 for Olivet. Finally crashing down for the Redmond. One of the linemen. They're going to go for it here. Why not? 1st down, they win the game. Black out of the gun. Quick kicks it. I was surprised there. Tries to quick kick it. It'll roll into the end zone for a touchback. Wow. Chance to go for the kill shot with just over 2 minutes left, and they elect to quick kick it out of the backfield. My goodness. So, Redmond will have the ball at their own 20-yard line with 2:04 remaining. They have one timeout, down 10. Again, the clock will stop on a made 1st down to reset the chains.
Final score, Elmhurst 13, Hope 7. In the 4th, Albion 53, Augustana 49. In the final score, Illinois Wesleyan 49 and Alma 14.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 20. Suchecki wants to throw it, got it into Marcus Hines. Boy, it was nearly picked off right through the defender's hands. Hines makes the catch out near the 30-yard line. That'll be enough for a Redmond 1st down. But that somehow got through the hands of Trevor Garbo, who's already had one pick today. They'll try and scramble Suchecki. Got it away to Bazorek. He'll make the catch at the 35-yard line. Gain of 5. Tommy Bazarek with the reception as Suchecki was hit as he threw that football. French was there to make the stop. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Redmond at their own 35. Minute and a half to go. Suchecki now on the scramble. Circles back to his left. From the left hash mark. Fires. Coming back for it is Cobbs, and it goes incomplete. Through his hands and out of bounds at the Olivet 40-yard line was Cobbs. Clock will stop. 3rd and 5. Redmond with 1:21 to go. Carthage trailing by 10. Suchecki takes the snap. Looking left, overthrows Cobbs by a mile. Incomplete. Once again, French was out there defensively for Olivet, and it will bring up a 4th and 5, and the game on the line here. If the Redmond want to extend this a little bit further, they've got to get the 1st down. They trail by 10, one timeout remaining, minute 18 to go. 4th and 5 from their own 35. Suchecki rolling to his right. Still on his feet, now in trouble, throws back over the middle. That's danger, Will Robinson, and it's picked off. Intercepted over the middle. And bringing it downfield, Billy Kirkendall back to the Redmond 30-yard line. And that will shut the door on the Redmond here this afternoon. Suchecki rolling right, threw it back over the middle, through the left. And it was picked off by Kirkendall, returned back to the Redmond 30-yard line. And Olivet will get to 2-0 on the year. Once again, turnovers, mental mistakes, physical mistakes. the bane of Carthage today. And you go back on that, couple of things that really stand out. The fake punt out of your own end zone that got tipped and intercepted. That led to an easy 6 there, and then the drive here in the second half where looked like they got it stopped on 4th and 9, and Pauza with a late whistle on a flag on a holding call late. It seemingly was like after it extended the touchdown drive that started the third quarter for Olivet. Carthage will take their final timeout here, stopping the clock with 1 minute left. So the Redmond will go into the bye week 0-2. They will return to action in 2 weeks up at Howard's Grove. They will take on Lakeland College on Saturday, September 26th. We'll have the broadcast for you beginning at 12:30 from Lakeland College. Too many mistakes, too many turnovers today once again for the Redmond, and they'll fall by 10 here to Olivet. But some great individual efforts here today. I thought Joey Pauza, for the second game in a row, played well at that corner spot. Defense got points. Virgil Young, interception return for a touchdown. Cobbs with a couple of big receptions for touchdowns. Big day for Cobbs. 3 touchdowns today for Cobbs, but just could not finish drives today, and third downs were a problem, and Olivet, a very good team, took advantage of it here today. As Olivet will go to 2-0, they knock off the Redmond today by a final of 42-32. So the all-time series even at 1 apiece. As the handshake line begins at midfield with the clock running out. So Olivet on the road defeats Carthage here today by a final of 42-32. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll run down the numbers here. We'll also have a visit from head coach Mike Jigger in our postgame from Keller Field in Kenosha. Once again, your final score, Olivet College 42, the Carthage Redmond 32. On your home for Redmond Athletics, Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP.
Philosophy of the football program is win the day, which is excelling to be your best in all areas every single day.
We're dream makers here. We fulfill dreams academically, athletically, and as a whole person. We have some of the best athletes, we have some of the best teams, and probably have some of the best Division III athletic facilities in the country. All of this is trying to help students overcome challenges to help them prepare for those challenges that are going to face them the rest of their lives.
First and foremost, that they take their academics really serious. They're competitive people, and that they love football. If they are about those 3 things, they'll have a great experience in Carthage.
It's really intense, all the workouts that we do, and it's all for a reason, preparing you for your life ahead after school.
My goals are that they become the best football player that they can become on the field, off the field academically. I want them to graduate in 4 years and go on to be successful in whatever endeavor they try to go into.
Come in ready, mentally and physically. You show up ready and prepared, then you know that you're ready to play. They know you're ready to play, and then you'll eventually get the chance you deserve.
So if you're looking to play at the top level of Division III athletics, you won't find a better college.
John Weiser back with you at Art Keller Field in Kenosha, where this afternoon the Olivet Comets defeat the Carthage Redmond by a score of 42-32. This was a 27-16 ball game at the half, and Carthage got on the board again early in the third quarter as they were able to intercept a Braden Block pass by Virgil Young, who returned it 42 yards for the touchdown, and the two-point conversion made it 27-22 in favor, or 27-24, I should say, in front of the Redmond, as Virgil Young on the interception return. That brought the Redmond back to within 3 at 27-24. Then Black took Olivet on the very next drive, and a 13-play, 75 yards. The drive kept alive on a 4th and 9 on a penalty by Joey Pauza for holding on a 4th down play, who was defending the receiver that was intended for, and got called for the hold, and that took Olivet, kept them alive, and they were able to get it in the end zone, as Gibbons then caught an 18-yard pass on a little fake to the left and thrown back to the right. That made it 35-24. Carthage then went on got a fumble recovery on the very first play, a fumble recovery by Greg Money. And on the very next play from scrimmage, it was Suchecki hitting James Cobbs for his third score of the day, this one from 47 yards out. That made it 35-32. But then the ensuing kickoff was Olivet again marching 74 yards in 8 plays in just over 2 minutes. And Black again completing a pass to Mitchell Bailey for 10 yards. That capped off the scoring at 42-32. Redmond had some chances, got the ball back, just couldn't move the ball. And some inopportune penalties down the way as well hurt the Redmond here today. Turnovers, a couple of interceptions here in the second half. And again, 2 interceptions here in the final 5 minutes that sunk the Redmond today, falling 42-32, the final in that one. Some individual numbers here for the Redmond today. Bobby Suchecki, 10 of 31 for 160 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he was intercepted 3 times. Nick Anselmo, 1 for 1 today, coming in occasionally here today. So Anselmo just 1 for 1 in the passing department. Anselmo also ran it twice for 19 yards today in his limited time. But some other totals now that we have them. Olivet rolled up 468 yards. They snapped the ball 91 times today, while the Redmond had only 63 plays from scrimmage for a total of 303 yards. Again, the Redmond got the ground game going, 30 rushes for 137 yards. They were led today by the freshman Lafayette McGarry. McGarry with 7 carries for 56 yards, a long of 18. And in the receiving department, James Cobbs, 4 catches for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had a rushing touchdown today, so Cobbs, despite all the drops today, boy, he could have had a bushel full of receptions today. 5 or 6 drops of passes thrown his way today alone that went off his fingertips. And had he hauled a couple of those in, who knows what the final outcome would have been here today. But Redmond on third down today, just 4 of 15. Meanwhile, Olivet 6 of 18 on third down, but they were 3 of 4 on fourth down. And really the backbreaker was that touchdown that was scored by Dominic Gibbons. That drive kept alive by a holding call on Pauza in that sequence on fourth down. So your totals are 460 yards of offense for Olivet, 240 on the ground, 228 in the air. Chris Jones today, a stellar performance for the Comets. 31 carries, 144 yards, and 2 touchdowns, a long of 32. He in relief of Demoria Lilly. Lilly, who is their starting tailback, was injured midway through the first quarter, finished with just 8 carries for 28 yards. Black today, 18 of 35 for 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was intercepted once and he was sacked once as well. Jason Barbosa, his leading receiver, at 6 catches for 80 yards today. Mitchell Bailey catching the lone touchdown today for the Comets. And so they roll up 468 yards, Redmond with 303 yards. Time of possession, Olivet 35 and change, Carthage 24 and change. Redmond 4 of 15 on third down, 1 of 3 on fourth down. Olivet 6 of 18 on third down and 3 of 4 on fourth down here today. So joined now by head football coach Mike Jigger, and oh so close once again, but physical mistakes, some mental mistakes today, and they piled up, and I really thought the backbreaker was the holding call on Pausa today. They kept that drive alive, that after you got back to within 3, they were able to score and jump it out to 10.
Yeah, it's a good football team, and they played well, and especially on offense, they've got a good offense. And, to me, it came down to money down, third and fourth down situations. We got them in those situations defensively. They were able to convert, especially on fourth down. Some key fourth downs to keep the drives going, a fourth down touchdown. To me, that was the difference. We weren't good enough on money down on offense. But, we were better on all 3 phases, I think, in terms of the team, so it gave us a chance to be in the ball game this week.
Yeah, turnovers today really hurt. And let's go back to the fake punt. What was up with that? You called timeout with 1 second left in the first quarter.
Well, the thinking was we called timeout because we wanted for them to think we were going to punt, and we called the timeout because the wind was so dramatic today. It was set up perfectly. The guy was wide open. The guy that rushed just got his hand on it, tipped it up, and if we worked on lobbing it over him a little bit this week, and we just missed the pass by the punter, would have been the first down, but we didn't get it.
Some good individual performances today from your team. Lafayette McGarry continues to impress. Boy, 7 carries today for 56 yards, and needed him here today. He had a couple of got you on the touchdown drive, particularly here in this second half.
Yeah, no, he's a physical football player. He runs north and south. If you're going to be a power running football team, you want guys like that, and had a really good day today.
And how about the play of Pausa out there in the corner? He's playing that island corner. I thought he played particularly well today. He got flagged on that holding call. I thought that was a little questionable, but again, having that opportunity out there, moving Motter to safety, frees him up, and he's got the cover corner out here on the single receiver.
Yeah, I think he played pretty darn well. The holding call, we'll see it on film, and that's the life of the DB. Besides that, he gave up, I think, one pretty good catch on a vertical, but he's played really, really well. He's really progressed as he's gotten older, and starting to play with some confidence and doing a nice job for us.
Yeah, got his effort today, and like you said, all 3 phases were kind of clicking today, just unable to finish drives is what it really amounted to.
Yeah, exactly right. You got to win those money down situations. We emphasize those each and every day, all week long. We basically do a third down period every single day because you gotta have the ability on the defense to get off the field, and on offense you got to keep those drives alive. And like I said, it felt like that was the difference. They kept those drives alive. We had a chance to get off the field a couple times defensively, and they just made the plays.
You started Bobby Suchecki at quarterback today. Evaluate his performance today.
I think he did some good things and he did some bad things. We'll see the film. It's hard until you watch the film. I don't want to give a snap judgment, but it seems like he did some really nice things out there. And we'll evaluate just like we evaluate every single position. I think the quarterback gets the most press and people pay attention to it the most. But it's the same as every other position out there in terms of evaluation and finding the right guys to put us in the best positions to win.
I think James Cobbs might be the lowliest guy out there today. He must feel really bad. He had some opportunities today, and he normally sure-handed. I mean, I watched him in practice. We saw all last year. Anything thrown to him, he caught. And today he just had trouble gathering it in.
Hey, he did. He had opportunities. He made a couple plays for us, and which was good to see, but he had some opportunities to make some more. He's a great young man. I know he'll work at it, and we're going to continue to work with him, and hopefully coming forward he'll make those plays.
Again, putting 32 points on the board, you had the 137 on the ground, and again, I think that's the key for this team going forward. You've been able for 2 weeks now to get the ground game going, which sets up everything else.
Yeah, again, having a better running attack has helped us out. Again, we got to do better in the turnover situations and the money down situations, and we're going to keep coming. I feel obviously much better about this game than the last game. We showed up to play this week. We were physical. Like I said, Olivet is a good football team. They've got that offense. They've got 5 senior offensive linemen. They do a great job on the run. Their running backs are tough to bring down. The quarterback's a 4-year player. So we knew we had our hands full. And we knew, it's not a situation where we were going to shut out Olivet. We needed to slow them down and make the plays on 3rd and 4th down, and we didn't today. Like I said, that was the difference.
You had a great week of practice. You were telling me the other day that the guys were really keyed up. They knew they had to make that leap from that first game to the second game. Do you think you've made that leap now, and now you've got things to build on here for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah. We'll go into the bye week, and we're going to emphasize the fundamentals. We're going to emphasize 3rd and 4th down and not turn the ball over and forcing turnovers on defense. And, I think we did a much better job of that defensively today. We had some balls on the ground, which I'm going to look forward to on film to see if those were actually fumbles or not fumbles. But guys were flying around and playing hard. And when we get guys doing that, if we get that type of effort the rest of the year, I think we're going to be in good shape.
Now, Lakeland is the next opponent, and they play next weekend. We're off, so who's got the advantage?
I know. I don't know. That's 50-50. So who knows? We got to focus and worry about us in terms of having a great bye week. Having that fine balance of getting better physically, but also getting rested for an 8-week run. So we've got to come out here, work hard, but also get refreshed for a tough run in the CCIW in Lakeland.
You hate to say early in the season you got a key game, but I think that is the key game right now. You've got 2 weeks to prepare for Lakeland. That is key because that sets the table for the conference run.
Well, every game's key. Football's a little bit different than every other sport because you only have 10 contests, and every game is so vital. We'll come out here. I'm confident we'll be ready to go up against Lakeland.
All right, that'll be in 2 weeks on the 26th. We're in Howard's Grove, and the children of the corn, as I like to say up there. We're in the middle of the cornfield.
And we will head up there. It'll be a good day.
All right, Coach, thank you for coming up.
Thank
Wish
you.
we had better result. Head coach Mike Jigger joining us on our postgame here from Keller Field in Kenosha. The final, Olivet 42, Carthage 32, as Olivet goes to 2-0 on the season. Carthage falls to 0-2, but as you heard from Coach Jigger, impressed with the way his team hung in there today. And aside from the turnovers, the 4 interceptions, 3 of them thrown by Bobby Suchecki today, but again, a couple of them were tip balls, and the one late, he was just trying to make something happen, throwing the ball over the middle. But again, the Redmond hung in there against a team last year that finished 6-4 overall, 3-3 in the league, and they lost to 3 games on the final play of the contest, and 3 of those losses. So it's a team that is going to give some fits in the MIAA, that's for sure. And Redmond hung in there today, unable to turn it over though, in a victory column as they fall by 10. Other scores in the CCIW MIAA Challenge today: Wheaton shut out Adrian by a score of 49-0. North Central on top of Trine, 41-7. Illinois Wesleyan beat Alma today, 49-14. It was Elmhurst 13, Hope 6. And a wild one down in Rock Island today. It was Albion 60, Augustana 49. Kalamazoo defeats Milliken today 16-13, and St. Norbert, the 8th team in this 8-team challenge, hung on and beat North Park today by a final of 41-31. So if you look at it, these 8 games, it was a split right down the middle, 4-4, with Wesleyan, Elmhurst, North Central, and Wheaton all winning. Augustana, Milliken, North Park, and Carthage losing to the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. So it's a split, 4-4 in this challenge this year. So the Redmond will have a bye week now. They will not return to action until the 26th of September, and that's when they'll take on Lakeland College. And then they'll return home on October the 3rd will be our next home broadcast here from Keller Field. It'll be homecoming as the Redmond will entertain Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday, October 3rd. But again, a bye week next week, and then it's off to Howard's Grove to take on the Lakeland Muskies, the final game of that non-conference series, as that will go by the wayside, and Aurora and Bethel will join the non-conference schedule beginning next year. So we'll have the broadcast for you in 2 weeks from today on Saturday, the 26th of September from Howard's Grove. 12:30 will be the pregame, and 1 o'clock kick right here on 1050 WLIP and WLIP.com. My thanks today to Mike Love, Mike Murphy, John Voinovich, all producing our broadcast on the video, and to all of our fine folks, Logan Milway, Jana Spencer, Lane Shubley, Kelly Swafford, Jeff Jones, Cassandra Pacheco, all working students here working as part of our broadcast. John Weiser saying, have a pleasant afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to Carthage Redmond football. Wish we had better news. Olivet College 42, Carthage 32. Back in 2 weeks. We'll see you then right here on AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good afternoon, everyone.
We're dream makers here. We fulfill dreams academically, athletically, and as a whole person. We have some of the best athletes. We have some of the best teams and probably have some of the best Division III athletic facilities in the country. All of this is trying to help students overcome challenges to help them prepare for those challenges that are going to face them the rest of their lives.
Balancing my academic and athletic career has been difficult at times, but it's definitely been manageable. It's taught me pretty good time management skills.
It's about the academic side of things, the personal side of things, the character of the athletes, and volleyball kind of becomes not a secondary portion of it, but just an additional piece versus the most important piece.
My goals are that they become the best football player that they can become on the field, off the field academically. I want them to graduate in 4 years and go on to be successful in whatever endeavor they try to go into.
In my 12 years here, the school has just grown leaps and bounds and continues to grow.
The big reason I came here was the facilities. The gym is the best gym we play in.
These kids day in and day out for 4 years, and you develop a bond as close as any as you can have.
Carthage as a whole gives their students and the athletes a great opportunity to succeed.
Being a part of the team hasn't only helped me gain time management skills, but it's helped direct what I want to do with the rest of my life.
I've developed more as a player, but also as a person. I've grown with my grades, with the coaching. I've learned a lot of life lessons that I'll keep forever for sure.
Definitely helps you learn skills like leadership and determination and communication. We have amazing talent on our team, and the coaches are just incredible. They're very family-oriented and very understanding, and they treat you so well here.
We get them vested in each other so much that they kind of become Carthage. And as a result of that, they're reaching all these goals that are inferred.
If you're looking for a top education while playing the sport you love, then Carthage is the place to be.